Halcyon City, a bustling metropolis on the forefront of technological, economic, and social advancement, but it's far from perfect. Such greatness attracts great adversity, and the heroes of Halcyon City must protect it from time-traveling madmen, superpowered mercenaries, and evil masterminds. When those stalwart capes retire, who will take up the mantle? Well, the young bloods, of course. Teenagers struggling with their newly discovered powers, finding a date to prom, and battling insane supervillains at the Plaza Mall, all before curfew. And what's more fun than breaking curfew to beat on an anthropomorphic Triceratops? Welcome to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks, a New Generation. Alright, welcome back to our actual play podcast of Masks, Another Generation, a game about teenage superheroes coming into their own and figuring out where they fit in the world. I'm your game master, Lauren Peterson, and with me as always is...
Robert Segura.
Tom Nguyen.
David Schulke.
And Katie Kawaguchi.
Alrighty, so when we last left off, you had successfully defeated Brutalitops, dealt with some interpersonal issues, and the Meteorite decided to goad both Golden Glove and Kid Katie into coming out on a night of revelry to celebrate their victory.
Woo!
Things were going well until your old friend and maybe even nemesis, Witch, entered the scene. We left off with a panel of just her face, so we're going to kind of pick right back up there. And I really like the idea that we see these like lights strobing in between panels, and like the color theme of each panel changes. And so this one opens up with this massive throng of people dancing to music, and we zoom in on Nazgrim in his human form. And for one panel, he's human, and then it flashes, and he's his lizard alien. It flashes again, and he's back to human. And Nazgrim, a scent is in the air. A scent you've smelled a few times, but not one you generally associate with Earth. The best translation your people have for it is something along the lines of like techno-sorcery.
Okay.
In Earth language. It is a combination, it's basically like science so advanced it's indistinguishable from magic.
Okay.
And it exudes this your ability to pick up on, rather, your ability to pick up on these scents or sensations, because you are an alien and you're a lizard. You can sense these things that maybe other people can't. So it does something in the air that you can pick up, and you're getting that now amongst the lights and the noise and the bodies, and we sort of see that panel where it's you, and then the panel where it's your true self, and you sniff, and then it's back to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to find Kid Katie, my best pal.
Good luck. Gotta get in the mosh pit.
Is that you really in the mosh pit right now?
Yeah.
That's not really a challenge for me.
Do you want to read the situation?
Sure.
You smell
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Because that should be unusual
Okay.
to you. Okay, so yeah, roll to read the situation there. Oh, and at the start of the session, I had one team to the pool. So the pool should be at 2 teams, because we had one left from last time. And I believe it carries over.
What?
Assess the situation.
Oh, I just add a plus one.
Yeah, you add the plus one.
You
said you weren't confused
about anything. I'm sorry, I'm perfect. That's an 8, so 9.
And ooh, a 9. Alright, assess the situation. So on a 7 to 9, ask 1. And then take plus 1 while acting on the answers. What here can I use to blank? What here's the biggest threat? What here's the greatest danger? What here's most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
I guess end this quickly.
So you look around, you get that scent, and you know, like you can kind of see the signs now. Oh, the people's phones going off, and those 2 girls in the corner who started making out, and the music turning up, and people seeming to get like a little more drunk. You think, we need to leave.
Okay.
If I want to, like, this isn't something that, like, with a large group of people who aren't aware of your powers in a very tight space, ending this quickly with the least amount of collateral damage is going to be just straight up leaving.
Okay.
Because you know shit's about to go down.
Alright, then I'm gonna follow that idea and go find Kid Katie in the mosh pit, I guess.
So we see a panel of you, like, after that sniff, you kind of push through this group of people for a couple panels, and you emerge, and the spotlight's, like, right on Kid Katie as she's dancing in the midst of a bunch of people. And you're, like, huffing and puffing as sweat drips down, and we get those, like, lights.
I'm gonna try to rush to her then.
You rush up, and what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna grab her by the wrist. We need to leave now!
Whoa, chill out. It's just getting started.
Something's happening. Something supernatural.
What are you talking about?
I can smell it in the air.
Smell what?
Some kind of magic.
It's called sweat. There's a lot of people in here. You'll get used to
A lot of
it.
magic in the air.
It's more than that. It's something more. I can't explain it. Don't you see what's happening around here? And I try to gesture to all the different oddities, I guess, that are happening around the room.
Yeah, you gesture, and you can definitely see, like, I mean, this isn't totally unusual behavior, but it's definitely kind of up there. So you see these things, and do you, with what he's saying, there's magic in the air? Or rather, when he says that, there's kind of like a moment where your face goes from, like, joy to just stern observation, and we do see panels of all of these things. Then what do you do?
Can I assess this situation?
Yeah, you can absolutely assess the situation if you like. Roll plus superior.
Ooh.
Plus 3. So 11.
11. You get to ask 2 questions. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is the greatest danger? What here is most vulnerable to me? How could I best end this quickly?
What here is in the greatest danger?
What here is in the greatest danger? Definitely looking around, you see that in this context, it's this crowd of teenagers. They are in the greatest danger right now.
In what way? Can I tell?
You know Witch's influence tends to lead people into, like, riots, self-destructive tendencies, basically just anything she can do to defy authority for the fun of it. So if her influence remains on these people, it's possible the situation will escalate.
Can I guess how could we best end this quickly?
Best end this quickly, leaving. Again, you think that Witch is not one to directly engage. She doesn't have the same level of powers as someone like Meteorite or Golden Glove or even Nazgrim. She's more on your level, but even then not quite nearly as offensive. She's more into prolonged, drawn-out sort of situations, from what you recall. So I think in your mind, the best way to end this quickly would just be leave. But as far as the best way to end this quickly with, like, minimal influence on these other people would be to potentially talk her down or lead her away.
I can't try and get everyone to leave. Shut the party down.
You could try and or you could try and shut the party down. I think that would work as well.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay.
I guess I would try to make my way to the stage and try and shut the party down.
Okay, so you're gonna move your way up to the stage, and we see.
You tell me this, or you just, like, leaving all of a sudden?
I'm just doing it.
So we
Alright,
see Kid Katie look around, and she sees all those things, and you basically go shit, and you push your way through the crowd and climb up onto the stage, grab a microphone. And what did you say you were gonna do?
I was gonna try to find the Golden Glove next.
Okay, so you take off in the other direction to go find Golden Glove, and we see, like, the massive amount of, like, bobbing
right now, right,
heads,
Tom?
and Kid
No, he
Katie
just changed
standing
that.
up on top of this platform with a microphone, and Nazgrim's, like, pushing his way through the crowd. So you want to try and shut this place down. How do you do it?
I would like to say, party's over, go home.
Just party's over, go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I roll for that?
Yeah, no, because I don't really think with that you're not totally making a move. You're just
The
saying
music's
something.
still blaring and everything, right? Well,
Yeah.
Well, I figured he would turn it off once I had the mic. No, I'm just like.
I guess you're the
"What?"
boss, but
So you're gonna climb up there and you tell the DJ to shut the music off, or do you just, like, shut it off yourself?
I'll shut off myself.
Okay, so you walk up, shut the music off, and there's sort of like a voomp, and everybody kind of looks around.
Okay, well, can I say party's over, everyone go home, and then also use my emotion power?
Okay, that's definitely unleashing your powers.
Okay.
roll for weird.
9 plus 1.
10.
Well,
Oh, 9 is
there's a-
minus 1 plus,
yes,
so it's 9.
0, yeah.
9. Okay, unleash your powers. Yeah.
On a 7 and 9, mark a condition.
The GM will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
So it works, but it's
Unstable or temporary. Everyone sort of begins to like, okay, and they shuffle out and leave, and then there's a crackle of electricity as the speakers start back up, and Witch steps out of the crowd, looks up and says, "Going home so soon? I think we should all stay a little longer."
I think someone crashed a party they were invited to.
And why wasn't I invited? We're good friends, Kid Katie. Come on. You may be younger than me, but we have a good time, right? And everyone is just kind of like stuck. Like, half the people are under your emotional control trying to leave, and the other half are under her, like, magic. Like, being pulled back in by the music. So, like, you can sort of see this, like, idea, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, that like both of your powers are kind of like clashing here. Nazgrim at this point has found Golden Glove.
Well, I mean, I also Witch has revealed and stuff.
Yeah, Witch has revealed herself. So what are you three doing?
The second that Nazgrim tells me that Witch is here, I'm going to turn to Theo and go, "Quick, find the fire alarm and pull it." I'll turn to Nazgrim and say, "Go help Katie."
You get big grin. Love nothing more. Oh no!
And since I did not carry my gloves with me,
Yeah, you didn't.
I did not. I'm just a little more athletic than a normal person. So, with
You
that,
are on like Olympian level
Yeah.
of strength.
what do I know about Witch?
I don't think you really do. You might know her by name, but you really don't know what she's capable of. Because you have this cool ability, which, I mean, you don't have yet, but, what is it? Oh, never mind, that's the Protege. The Protege has one called Reading the Files, where they can just roll to, like, know things about villains.
We just know that she's
you
kind
know
of like
more
a
about her.
drug dealer /
She's like, yeah, she messes with, like, drugs and alcohol and music and stuff via, like, a combination of, like, advanced technology and sorcery. But what you know about her, she's just like this party girl that like is constantly at conflict with Kid Katie.
How old is she?
Probably like 19.
Oh.
Okay, so
I was
if she
thinking way
can't,
older. I was gonna call her Hag.
so the music is still like plugged in though, right?
She turned it back on,
She
right?
turned it back on. Like even if it's not plugged in, it
that's
still
right.
starts playing.
Yeah.
So, well, you figure that out. Theo's gonna make kind of a dash for where he thinks the nearest like fire alarm is, and I guess in a sense he's gonna look over at this like kind of invisible clash that's happening between Kid Katie and Witch, and try to maybe use like the contextual clues because he knew like the music was off and maybe they're wielding their powers and stuff, and try to see.
So that's assessing the
which-
situation.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, I kind of want to see what Witch is maybe intending on doing.
Oh, so
or-
you want to pierce Witch's mask.
Yeah, like
So
to,
you're,
like,
you're not
see,
looking at what's going on, you're
not
looking at Witch.
like
to see
yeah, and like
her
I'm trying to look at her
intent is,
body
yeah.
posture, see if
roll-
anything
yeah.
gives way. Is like maybe she's
think-
trying to like sneak up and attack on her, or she looks like super pissed. Where it's like,
amongst
oh,
the
are
crowd.
you just mad that you just don't have an invitation? You know, like
So amongst the crowd, we see Theo like pushing through these people who are just kind of like a combination of like shuffling one way and shuffling the other way in this weird, like almost mechanical motion. And you look up to see Witch just standing there with that look on her face, sort of like mentally locked with Kid Katie. So roll to pierce her mask.
Got
Plus
Swallow
one
and
damage.
Gilead.
Oh damn!
yes.
Oh yeah, whether
13.
Jedi locked
Get to
forever.
ask 3 things.
13. Yeah. Ask me
Snap.
3 of those questions.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So I want to know what Witch intends on doing. Like, is she looking to actually start a fight, or just prove a point to Kid Katie? Like, I have more powers than you. Just let this be. And
It looks like she's intending to just domineer the situation.
like she just wants to be the popular girl. You're not necessarily start
well,
fighting.
she wants. What does she intend to do? She intends to just put Kid Katie in her place, as far
Okay.
as she's concerned.
Okay. So what are you really planning though? Like,
Is she really planning? taking over this party and kicking Kid Katie out.
Can't kick me out of my own party.
So how can I gain influence?
How can you
over
gain
her?
influence over her?
Seeing as how I have heightened physical abilities and I am on the football team, could I? Well, does Theo know he's got enough clout in this particular setting to be the big shot, like popular normal kid? Because then I could just be like, maybe I could make an outburst of like, oh damn, like even witches here now too, and be like, maybe this is a really cool party. Like
Didn't you
I don't
blow
know.
a fire alarm though?
He was going.
I'm going to, but like, I might not if I think that I can potentially sway this one way or another, rather than just pull the alarm. I don't know.
So I'm trying to figure out like what exactly are you trying to do? You're trying to. What are you saying to them?
Well, I guess realistically is the first thing that I need to understand is, does my character think he's popular enough as Theo Morel? Like, do people recognize him as a star athlete?
Does he think that? I think
they would, because he's
whether or not they
I mean, yeah.
On the football team,
whether or
you know
not they
you are.
recognize him, does he think that? The sports team is one of your obligations.
Yeah.
I think that's
I
fair.
definitely would. So
You're trying to say this party's really cool, or you trying to say this party's really lame? Now that Witch
well,
has shown up,
we know everybody has to get out.
yeah, you're trying to get
So
you're trying to get everybody out because you don't want Witch's influence
yeah.
over them.
So shoot, I don't even know how I'm gonna get an influence on here. I guess I'm just gonna like, as like they're just kind of locked in their mental thing. Theo's gonna shout out, it's like, just be like, boo! This is really lame. I came here to see a party with Kid Katie and not a fight. And just kind of like, I don't
Okay,
know, like draw the attention, try to like break that up a
got
little
it.
bit as I like still try to push past some people, maybe.
So with that, my thing is like, this could fall into a couple different areas. I wonder if you're trying to provoke her to back down, or if you're trying to defend the crowd from her.
I think more defend, because she's not really susceptible to my words.
Yeah, she is an immediate threat. So yeah, roll plus
So-
savior.
Oh.
That 3 though, and my awesome 2, so that 5. So yeah.
On a 7 to 9, it costs you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
Well, I got a 5, so not even a 7 to 9. I just don't even hit.
Okay, so at that point, she looks over. And she goes, "Oh, you want to see a real party?" And she snaps her fingers again, sending red sparks out. And the music just kind of goes like, but it sends out these like shock waves that you feel in your gut. And about half the people turn into like she starts a violent mosh pit in the whole place. And like people are just slamming into each other, and there's a couple punches and kicks being thrown, and the music just turns way up.
Rip.
And she says, "How's that for a real party?" What do you do, Nazgrim?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to fight her. Can I hide behind something and change really quick?
Yeah, you want.
That's what I'm trying to try to
I think the lights are like, aren't they
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
going in and out?
Yeah, my transformation's not like a long drawn out thing. I just like hit my watch and change right away.
So like during the
So I
dark
like this
portion.
idea that the mosh pit like starts and he gets like buried in it and his hand goes like is going
Yeah.
down, and you see the other hand come up and click the watch as it goes black, and then poof, you come out and you're now like flying. And what do?
I'm gonna charge at her and say, "Party's over."
Nice.
Okay, so you're gonna directly engage?
Yeah.
Okay, I think you're charging and you attack. So directly engage a threat. She turns to look at you as you like through the air. Roll plus danger.
Oh boy. I got 11.
Got 11. Fun bus. Okay. On a hit, trade blows. On a 10 plus, pick 2. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I'm gonna try to frighten her.
Okay, and you get to
Scary
choose
wizard.
too.
I'll leave her open then too.
Okay.
Ooh, you did not avoid a blow though.
Nope.
No, you don't avoid the blow. So I like to imagine you come flying in to like punch, and she turns at the last second. You land a solid blow in her stomach. She kind of goes oof and goes back, doubling over before she holds her hand out, and the speakers blow out as they send a shock wave that knocks you flying, and you hit a wall. Mark angry.
You will like me when I'm angry.
This is the second time tonight that Nazgrim has been sent flying into something nearby. And so you create an opportunity for your allies, and you impress, surprise, or frighten her. I think you definitely like what you just did, and because it blew out the speakers, you have frightened like her half of the crowd.
Okay.
And now she gets to immediately make a move because you marked a condition on her. And I'm going to say you totally marked...
I tried to make her scared anyway, maybe afraid.
Yeah, I think you marked afraid on her. And so, with that, she kind of looks over her shoulder and she says, "No music. Too many fights. This party's lame." And she kind of snaps her fingers again, and those red sparks go off, and the lights go out.
Music's off too, right? I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, music's off because the speakers just blew out.
Oh, that's right.
Lights are off. It's totally black. What do you do?
Someone turn the light on.
I'm trying to get up after getting knocked.
There's like
into
a
wall.
shower of sparks. Like they're not out. She blew the lights.
Oh.
I would hope that her powers are gone or whatever, but I just try to get people
I guess
moving.
I could probably make light with
And I just say,
telekinesis,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Get out!
You can.
Like,
I
just
say.
go. Because, I mean, like, half the people were freaking scared and whatnot, and then,
Yeah, I'm also kind of scared if I make lights all of a sudden.
Yeah. There's a lizard man with heliokinesis just...
Can I just do that? Make lights with my heliokinesis?
Oh, yeah. Heliokinesis can be used to shed light. So you shed some light holding your hands up, and you can see the sort of, like, mass of bodies, and you look around, and you can't distinguish, like, one person from another in that.
Well, I look towards the stage then.
You look towards the
was,
stage,
yeah.
and you see the faint image of Kid Katie as Golden Glove, like, throws open the exit doors, and moonlight and light from the slab comes in, and people begin pouring out.
I'm gonna rush to the stage. Make sure Katie's okay.
Okay. You rush to the stage, make sure Katie's okay.
I want to find Arthur Rose.
You can see him by the exit, having held the door open.
I want to move towards him.
So he comes flying at you, and you just run past him towards Arthur.
Yeah.
You totally just run past Natty. Alright, turn midair.
I want to ask him where Meteorite went.
Can I see Witch at all in this?
No, you
Chaos?
can't see
She's
which.
gone?
She's gone. Actually, why don't you assess the situation if you're looking for Witch?
Yeah.
That's what I want to do too. By the exit.
Oh, since you were by the exit, yeah, you would have the best opportunity to see people leaving. So, sir, and you haven't. Why don't we cut to that? You scanning like everybody as they
7.
leave.
7, and then is it mundane or is it
Superior.
superior? 9.
We got a
9. So, you can ask me one question.
I guess maybe what here can I use to find Witch?
To find her. Yeah, so I would say outside there's a little more light, and nearby there is a pretty low rooftop that would give you a good vantage point to find her.
So I see Kid Katie coming at me, and Nazgrim also flying that way.
Yeah.
Because
and that's when she asks you what happened to Meteorite. Where'd he go?
I look at her, and what I'm gonna do.
As like a panel of amongst the crowd, Theo Morel is escaping too.
I guess I'll put up a finger in front of you, kind of like hush you,
Rude.
and then I'm gonna look at Nazgrim and go, "Grim, go to the roof and find her."
Okay.
And point up to there, and then I turn back to Kid Katie and go, "He got a call.
What?
He got a call. I don't know.
He got a call.
He got a call.
And it's what, 3 in the morning?
Just for the record, I fly through the building to the roof.
I think Nazgrim is calling me. I gotta go."
Wow. Horrible lies. How does Kid Katie react to that?
Okay, whatever, liar.
So, Nazgrim, you land on top of the building. Where's Theo? Is he just in the crowd?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just shuffle
I'm
out with
I'm like
everybody?
trying to keep them safe-ish, like make sure everybody's getting out okay, but also like not trying to be too like inconspicuous, but keeping an eye out for Witch and whatnot. Looking at my friends running around, and then I'll probably look for if more trouble seems to be headed that way. I'll look for an opportunity to change into a suit and help them out if need be.
Nazi, you land on that building and you look around and you catch a glimpse of her coat, her leather coat with the hood and her multicolored hair, and she sort of looks up and locks eyes with you before like leaping and landing on a nearby car. And she touches, like she digs her long fingernails into the hood, and the red sparks go and shoot all over it, and then it turns on and begins driving down the street with her on top.
Can I try to speed after flying?
Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're chasing her down.
You think I should do that? That's
The
crazy
tire.
risky.
The tire.
So
I
Nazi
wouldn't
begins,
restrain myself like that.
Nazi begins chasing her down. And you all see him streak off. Just phew.
I can't catch up with him.
Yeah, that limo
gone.
can.
The limo can't catch up with him.
Oh,
The car?
No.
Is it even nearby?
I think your limo's probably nearby.
Wait,
But with all the
I feel like your
people-
limo's always like a little call away. Right? He's always around the corner waiting for you.
I think right
Oh
now.
man, if you're flying off,
I mean,
I think I'm gonna like, as the crowd is like, I'm trying to like maybe guide the crowd to like their cars and stuff and try to get them out of here and like speed them up. Seeing Nazi like fly off in the distance, I know neither of you guys can fly and keep up with him, and you might be fast, but I don't think you're like
he has
speedster
incredible,
running.
I have-
his incredible speed.
I have like superhuman
Can I have a
speed.
psychic jetpack?
You can.
I think I don't know if he's like.
I mean, that's up to you to define
I
right
have
now.
legendary speed.
Well, that's what I'm
Legendary
saying.
step
So
with your weapons, or
so
was that
so are you like fast, or are you like running fast, or are you both?
I
Like,
think
what's-
he could keep up with a car on foot.
Okay.
I definitely
So like
think
Captain America status.
Yeah.
so,
Captain
like-
America status. Like legendary speed counts as being able to run as fast as a car.
Yeah, but you're no
sure.
speedster either.
But you know,
No, but I'm
You
no
are in
speedster.
like-
public.
yeah, you are in public, not in your outfit. I think that's the big thing here.
Yeah.
It's the only two people who have quick access to their costumes are these two. Well,
I'm,
you don't
uh,
even wear one, so.
I'm trying to hide behind a corner and do the exact opposite what I'd literally just done like 15 minutes ago.
Me too.
And try to suit up real quick. And
Suit up together.
Yeah, aren't your gloves in your car? Yeah, I think you did say that. Your
That's true.
Gloves are in the
I think
car,
I
so you have to go
said
get to your car. You're going to be a bit behind.
I thought you said
Yeah.
they were in my limo.
Yeah.
In the
Oh.
car.
Like he
They're-
always
yeah.
keeps like a backpack or something with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
And the gloves are in the limo, which is near-ish, but going to be a bit difficult to get through the crowd. So I think Meteorite definitely gets his stuff on and is allowed to pursue before you two will be able to catch up.
I don't think I'm gonna pursue. I'm gonna stay back with the crowd.
Okay.
Probably maybe just calm them down so they're not.
Kind of get everybody
panic.
out safe. I think that's well within the realm of what we established your powers can do. You start calming people down. So Nazi, you're chasing her through the streets as Meteorite catches up to you. And Meteorite doesn't so much as like fly as he does like bound. Right?
Yeah, like I would like to imagine one day he can fly, but right now, no. Like the Hulk status of this.
Okay, yeah. Leaving little craters everywhere you land.
It's a
Constantly like slinging himself around corners, maybe a
Yeah.
little too wide, like shattering some glass. Okay.
Taking
So
a
yeah,
second
you
building.
two are chasing her
And,
through the streets. And
I'll
she's
try to-
pretty agile.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I try to shout out. He's like, "What's the plan?"
Like, we stopped that car. And I'm just gonna try to charge a helioblast it and try to blast the car.
Okay. I want you to unleash your powers. Because what you're trying to do is stop the car,
Yeah.
not directly engage her.
Okay, yeah. So that's it's just 2d6 plus freak, right? Ooh, 5, 6, 7. Oh, just 6. Someone lowered my freak since last game.
Yep.
6.
I don't think it was me.
You miss. Your helioblasts, and she swerves, and they blast the concrete, or asphalt, sending like rubble and rebar and chunks and dust just out into like the nearby crowd, which runs screaming as this happens.
And like as you're doing this, Nazi, stop! We already saved the crowd. This is way more trouble than we need to.
I'm also angry right now, though.
Yes.
She keeps speeding away. What are you gonna do, Meteorite?
I am trying my best to maybe use my next bound to try and like get in front of him as he's like about to helioblast something else. And I'm gonna try to like absorb it and try to stop him and like again reinforce the fact like just let her go. We already solved the problem. We don't need to go around blasting and making more trouble for ourselves for the night.
Okay.
And I do have influence over.
I think weirdly enough, with that, you're provoking him to stop.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But I have influence over you, so that means
You could just spend influence to do something.
yeah. So
You have the influence. You are provoking him to stop attacking. So roll plus superior plus 1.
7, 8, and my superior is 1, so 9.
Okay.
Okay, on a 7 and 9, they can for PCs. So choose one. If you stop, we add a team to the pool. If you don't, you mark a condition. So you pick one.
See, what did you say to me again? You stop. You absorb my blast, right?
Yeah. So it's like, it's just like
In this case, you choose one.
oh, I choose.
You choose which one you're going to offer him.
Oh.
Because, yeah.
I thought he chose. Okay.
No. You choose one, and then he has the choice of stopping or continuing.
I think
and-
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
if you don't do it, I think you can mark another condition.
Okay. Glad I'm gonna let you to play it off.
So like you're about to like try to like
Hit her
blast
again.
her again, as like your first couple shots miss and like the crowd is panicking and running around, and you'll shoot another one, and I just kind of like leap in the way and just absorb it, and like maybe it just leaves like a cool like smoke or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, as I said, it's like, Nazi, stop. We fixed the problem at the warehouse. We don't need to create another one out here in the public. Just let her go for now.
I want you to be idle with me, but I also think you fall, don't you? After saying that, just look at your powers.
Well, I imagine he lands and like turns to grab it, and it probably like knocks him to the ground because, well, it is energy absorption.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
like
totally.
So,
Like-
like,
You're right. And I'll land. I'll offer you my hand. You fell on the ground, right?
yeah, and I'll like
Had
grab
you?
your and like no, it's
No,
if he didn't do it,
if
it was
he
gonna
chose
mark a
not to,
condition.
he would have had to mark a
He
condition.
chose the stick over the carrot.
Oh, got it.
I think at this point is when the limo like pulls around the corner to see like him picking him up out of the ground, and there's like a smoking crater nearby, and off in the distance, like you can see the taillights of the car just gone. Which has gone past your purview.
Next time.
Next time.
So the limo pulled up too? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Yes.
these two arrive.
So I'll like get up and like I was like looking around like all the damage, like
I thought it was still back.
just chilling like in the back.
I see you definitely like got to calm them down. That wasn't even like a test of your powers. It's something you could do.
Thank you for heeding my words. This is not how we want this night to end or be remembered.
I suppose.
I would like to roll down the window of the limo. I stick my head out and like, get in the damn car before Eli Whack comes. I don't want this shit ending up on the news.
That's great.
Can I also lean out the window?
Of course you can.
Like over my head too. So my head's sticking out and then you plop your head on top of mine.
Get in, losers. We're going shopping.
Morning!
It's Mean Girls.
Oh, okay.
No.
Come on, DJ.
Sorry, I didn't keep up with that.
Nazgrim doesn't know pop culture.
No.
This, well, as soon as you mentioned Eli Whack, I'm like, oh shit. Like, look at my craters for a second, like, gotta work on that. And guess I'll pile in the car.
Yeah.
I
And then
want to pierce his mask.
Who's?
So,
So when you see him with Nazgrim like picking him up, and he mentions, or Golden Glove mentions Eli Whack, and like, you know, it does the whole thing where like you can actually see his emotion change despite the fact that it's a mask, and he panics and runs to the car. You want to pierce that?
Oh no, when we're in the car, I want to ask him something.
Okay. Then yeah, how are you going to pierce his mask while you're in the car?
So, Meteorite, how did you enjoy the party?
it was,
I mean, Were you even
Awkward.
at the party?
It was for a while.
Where'd you go?
He was just gone, and then he showed up again.
I
I wanna.
I'll look at Arthur because I know for a fact he usually will try to cover for me, but in this particular moment, trying to not trip up on the backstory that he may or may not have created for me, and I'll tell her the truth, which is I got uncomfortable that some girls were just grinding on me, so I needed to step out for a moment and recollect myself. Didn't quite appreciate the attention that you seem to wield so easily.
I give a chuckle at that.
Then, like, assuming, like, in the limo, like, I'm on this side and Kid Katie's on the opposite side, just, like, giving me a stare down. I'm, like, looking at Arthur Rose to be like, cue me what to say.
Yeah, so I say you can pierce his mask with that. She got some FaceTime with him. FaceTime.
One.
So what do you pierce? Go ahead.
Oh.
Plus mundane.
Oh.
Roll and plus my name.
8 plus 0.
That's 8, I think.
I think that's 8.
Just check my math.
Ask 1. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How can I get your character to blank? How can I gain influence over you?
How can I get your character to tell me who you are?
Yeah. How could she, Meteor?
I am going to take advantage of my influence over you and give you a -2 on a roll you just made.
Oh. All right.
In parentheses after the roll.
But wait, she got a total of
8. So it brings it down to 6.
Yeah, so it
Which
doesn't
is a
work.
miss.
Yep.
I'm
It's a
gonna-
miss, so you mark potential.
Unless
What was it that you, was that just a power?
No, I just
he
used-
Do I
gave up his
potential for
influence.
missing that Helioblast?
You can
Yes,
just
you
do,
do.
you can do that.
I leveled up.
If you have influence over someone, you can take advantage of that influence, which means you give it up, but it allows you to give them a -2, mark a condition on them, or there was one other option.
or you take you do a reroll, I think.
Take an additional,
Or take an additional
+1 on a
+1.
move
Where
targeting
does it
them
say that?
after the roll.
It's in the advanced moves here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's on the
Or
peripheral moves, actually. Here you go, there's a sheet. Under
Oh.
influence.
Oh, I'm missing one. Okay. I was like, what? Okay, got it. Okay. That's fine.
So I maxed out my potential. Do I have to get one more to the level up or whatever?
No, you maxed it.
When I missed that Helioblast, I did, yeah.
Yeah, I believe when you mark all of them,
Yeah, you get
That's what we did for
When you, choose one from the list below.
is it when you mark all of them?
It does
It
say
says
that, yeah.
when you
Yeah,
fill-
your potential, yeah.
When you fill, choose one. So choose one and do it right now and explain why.
Oh my god.
Does Kid Katie do anything else?
No?
We have a very quiet, very awkward.
You still want to attempt to pierce.
Well,
It may not be necessary now that you shut her down.
yeah, like if she doesn't continue to say anything, then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So she thought that maybe I'm just out to just recollect myself. All right.
The limo pulls back up, and I like to imagine like the doors open, and we're still looking at that shot of the mansion with the one light on. And the doors open, and Meteorite gets out and leaps off. Rose gets in his truck, drives away. Where does Nazgrim stay? Does he stay here with Kid Katie, or
Yeah, I think so.
yeah?
Just stay in one of the rooms that no
I
one
guess
uses.
so. Sure.
You two and Kemp enter the house, and then like another light turns on the exact opposite side of the house, and then both turn off. With that, some time's gonna pass. School resumes as normal. The super world is left mostly to the adults. Your immediate threats don't come back up. Witch hasn't been seen in a while. Brutalitops is still in prison. So the Janus, when time passes, roll plus your mundane to see how you're managing your obligations.
11.
On a hit, things are going pretty well. You have an opportunity or advantage thanks to one of your obligations. 7 to 9, you've lapsed on one, your choice. On a miss, you haven't given your normal life anywhere near the attention it deserves. The GM chooses 2 obligations that are going to bite you in the butt.
I rolled a 9 plus 2 mundane, 11. I'm good.
So you get an advantage thanks to one of your obligations.
Can my advantage be like scoring or like doing some really cool plays and scoring lots of points at the football game and getting my advantage as a homecoming like royalty.
Yeah, I'd like to imagine it's like still the beginning of the year for school.
Yeah.
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 I think it's still beginning of the school year.
Fall.
That's what homecoming is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first dance.
Yeah. So I mean that's what I would be wanting to do is be like, yo, homecoming court, what's up?
Okay, so you became.
That could be my advantage.
All right, we'll see how that plays into
Yeah.
an advantage. All right.
I don't care. This is what
Whenever
I'd be
time
spending my
passes,
time doing.
roll plus savior. See how the members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the other players to answer these questions about your performance. Take -1 of the roll for each no. Alright, so you all get to answer these questions about the Golden Glove. Have you been upholding the traditions of your legacy?
Yes.
What were the traditions again? The save is like people and whatnot, right?
Essentially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You Dylan.
Have you maintained the image of your legacy?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you made the other members of your legacy proud?
All of them?
What do?
No,
Yes and no.
This is as
I would
players or as
say
characters?
As players.
As players, I would say yes,
I say
because
yes.
even though that one guy, but it feels like he
Bronze
has
guy.
he feels like he has a dichotomy as to what the tradition should be. But like with the Golden Age, who I think
He definitely
sets
seems
the
to approve
tone,
it, yeah.
yeah.
I'd say no.
Ooh.
I'd say 2/3 would say no.
It's because
Well,
1/3 of them's evil.
regardless.
I know, but it's still
Yeah.
2/3.
Yeah, regardless, that's
So
still
roll plus savior.
and then
Already did.
-1.
But I mean, you two
So-
disagree with me, so.
I got an 11 on my roll. So
Oh
minus
no,
1.
he gets a -1 for each no. So so if all three of us have said no, every single that's a -9. Like you know what I mean? Like so no matter what, your no gets heard.
Yeah. So I rolled a 11 total, and then -1 from Katie's no brings me down to 10 plus my savior, which is 3, so 13.
Okay. On a hit, one of them offers you meaningful encouragement, an opportunity, or an advantage. Bronzera, you're out with him on patrol one night.
Okay.
Patrol.
You're actually working with him, trying to uphold that. Because remember, you did internalize what he said about you. And yeah, on patrol, which I guess is you guys like on top of buildings. He's got like a crime scanner. He's looking out.
And it's
So-
the bronze era.
Are just scouring rooftops.
Oh, no, because gold was bullet case Sam,
Yeah.
and bronze
Yeah.
is the
No, yeah.
Does Bronze have a name?
Yeah.
Does he?
He does.
Do we know it?
I don't think they know it.
We don't know his name.
Isn't
No.
it Salty Sam?
No, you guys-
Maybe the bar. Or
That
sorry,
is
the gym.
the golden age.
Yeah.
We are at the bronze age.
We don't know his
Oh,
name.
yeah, duh.
Because he still has the Golden Glove right now, right?
Yeah, he's like the main Golden Glove, and then he's like
Yeah,
the
like the
Golden Glove
protege.
in
The
training.
little, yeah.
Ben Thompson.
Ben Thompson, that's right. So you're there with him on the rooftop, and kind of going over police scanners and whatnot. And he just says, "Well, I'm glad you actually came to your senses and came out with me tonight."
You know what? Sometimes you gotta do what it takes. You taught me that.
Well, I'm glad you're learning it. Well, seems like it's going to be a quiet night.
We can hope.
We can only hope. In any case, and he says, "Wait a second," and there's like a sort of warbling screech on the. And he goes, "I'm sorry about giving you so much trouble that night. Blue Spider got hurt, and we were all a little bit emotional about it. She took a few bullets. Whatever the hell White Skull was using punched straight through her power armor.
Do you have any leads on that?
We have some ideas, but not many.
Is there anything? Is there anything I should keep my eye out for?
Well, the book he stole is the Libris Mortis, Book of the Dead, or what have you. Chances are he stole it for some fancy rich collector who was willing to pay for such a thing, but with the amount of freaks this city sees, who knows? I guess, keep an eye out for any walking zombies. But, in any case, we're doing some research right now, trying to figure out where he got bullets like that and where he might have gone. White Skull's got bolt holes all over the city. Ain't no way we're gonna find him that easy. Sorry I went off on you. You didn't really deserve it. I should have called you."
It's alright. It's not that big of a deal.
He says, then he goes on to say, "So anyways, kid," and then there's a little crackle and he goes, "Hold on a second." And he sort of scans the thing, and it's like a police report on a bank robbery. And it says, masked figures have been reported robbing downtown Central Bank. Armed gunmen have hostages inside. And he looks up and he says, "Well, kid, looks like we do have some work to do."
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, are you gonna call the team?
Well, this is just me and him on patrol.
But are you gonna call these guys and see if they are able? Do you want to call them and ask them to help?
I know he wouldn't really approve of that,
Okay.
considering it's supposed to be me and him out tonight. Mm-hmm. I feel like he would take kind of offense to that, and so it'll be just me and him.
Okay.
I will, however, shoot a text to the Golden Age.
Salty Sam.
Yeah, Salty Sam.
Okay.
No, bullet case Sam.
We then cut to like you two running across the rooftops, and then there's this like big shot of the bank, and there's cop cars and SWAT vans outside, and inside are a bunch of basically like armed guys with like ski masks on, and they've got hostages like lined up in front of the windows of the bank. And you and Thompson, or the Golden Age Golden Glove, or Bronze Age Golden Glove, land by the cop cars, and there's a police officer who's shouting, and he says, "What are your demands? We are willing to negotiate." And Bronze Age puts a gloved hand on his shoulder, and he says, "I'll be taking over." He looks up and he says, "Golden Glove. Well." And Thompson shouts, "The Golden Glove has arrived, felons. You'll put down your arms and come out, unless you want a broken nose and a few more broken bones at that." And he sort of like raises his gloves to fisticuffs. What do you do?
I will stand by his side, and I will put up my fist like his.
Your dukes.
Yeah, I put up my dukes.
Okay. They yell, "We're in the superior position. We've got the hostages."
I'd like to kind of lean over to the Bronze Generation Golden Glove, then, and go, "Where you want me?"
He goes, "Huh? I'm gonna head straight in. You double back. Come in from behind."
All right.
And then we see a panel of him like walking forward as you like step back into the shadows. And he gets about halfway up to the bank before one of the dudes comes out. One of the robbers comes out, and he's got like a man in a gray suit with a gun to the back of his head. He says, "One more step and I shoot him," and he lifts the head up, and it's District Attorney Lynn. With that, like, you having backed up are now about 30 feet away from Eli Wack, who is recording the scene. So things have taken a turn for the worse, as it appears, yes, one of the hostages in the bank is District Attorney Lynn. How will the events of tonight unfold? Golden Glove is on the scene, but where are his compatriots? Where's Meteorite? Where's Nazgrim Bloodscale? And where's Kid Katie, the ones we are so often see at his side? And where are our other heroes this evening? The Bronze Era Golden Glove is leading the charge, but things may take a turn for the worse. And the Bronze Era just sort of stops and doesn't say anything. He just stands there and he goes, "No need to get violent." As he puts up his gloves. And they yell, "Back off!"
It's like maybe a panel of Theo Morell watching the news go like as he's finishing like trying to come up with a quip like, "Oh man, helping with the withdrawal," like at the bank. And he sees the development, and like you just kind of see his shadow like maybe dash about his room trying to like
Maybe you're with
set
Violet,
it. Wow.
and now you're stuck.
Nah, dude. Oh, cool. Well, if it is the case that I'm with her, it's gonna be one of those really stupid moments of, oh my god.
You got stomach problems.
No, it's just like, wait, yeah, okay, fine, I'll be with her, whatever. I'll just be with her and just kind of see what's going on. She's like clearly distressed, and I'll maybe just like actually, you know what? She's probably distracted about that and stuff. It's like, oh my god, babe. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I have to be your back. Like, I can't watch this. And like,
She sort of goes, "Where are you going?"
I just like as I'm heading towards her, I just need a moment. I'm sorry.
"You need a moment? My father's been taken." Wait. And you walk out the door, and she goes, "Get back here now!" And she's gonna
I can totally
You
do.
still
a
have
thing.
guilty marked?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. you do leave, and like so it's like her like yelling out the door, like tears starting to come down her face, and I'm marking angry on you, angry that you had to do this, angry at yourself, angry at the fact that just this whole thing is happening, and you're like, I have to save him, but I have to be a jerk to my girlfriend to do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna do it.
I would also like to, since I've already backed up from that situation, while everyone's attention is focused on the bank robbery, I am going to send a text, just something quick.
I love
to
the
them.
idea that you pull out your phone and somehow manage to text with the boxing gloves.
It's like one of those, you know how they have the little stickers you can put on your like ski gloves so you can text? It's like that.
You have those on your thumbs, just boop, boop, boop. It's great.
Yeah. And
Text to talk.
text to talk. And so I'm going to send them all a message, just like you know how iPhones can send your current location. I'll send that along with just like a quick note, like the more bodies, the better. Bronze Golden Glove is leading. And then from that, I would like to do as the other Golden Glove had said, and I would like to double back around the backside.
So you sort of sneak around the backside.
Yeah, and that's where I
quietly,
want. Yeah, that's where I
slowly.
want my text message, like with my location, be sent from, so they show up towards the back.
You all do. You two gonna head over there?
Yeah.
You pull up in the limo again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't fly. I don't have a
I could
driver's
play. I
permit
could
yet.
play Fly You. Actually, if I picked you up. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, no.
You're not touching me, Nestor. Okay, so your limo pulls up, and he probably lets you two out like a couple blocks from the scene, and you make your way through the back alleys to where Golden Glove is located, and meteorite just boom.
And actually, I'm gonna do a thing. Is I guess more or less as you guys pull up, I want to do a thing which I still need to figure out how I want to do this. So I have a move. It's called I'll Save You. I'm willing to pay the high cost to keep the loved ones safe. So this might take a little bit of scheming to set up the. I don't know what you guys plan on saying. Well, actually, it's up to you. Who arrives in what order? Because this
I would say you
matters.
get there first
Okay.
before these two.
Because he was already on his way
So-
when I sent the message.
He's also a meteorite. And
Yeah, we're at a car.
We're in a well, no.
Okay. So when I first get there, I want to assess the situation and see what's the best way for me to try to get Alexander Lin out of this situation.
Okay, so roll to assess. So you're gonna stand like behind the police line, or maybe are you on a nearby building?
are you with
Describe this comic book panel.
So this comic panel is like, okay, so I gather I leave Violet crying and mad at myself, just absolutely pissed off, like playing with my ring, and I turn the corner as I'm like running away from her, pop not even the suit out at this point, really. I think at this point I'm in such a rush, and I already feel guilty about ditching her last time, or not even ditching her, but just enjoying myself in the party. I very quickly put the mask on and not really bother to try to take my suit on or anything like that. And I would run and like fly to the top like of the nearest building, and just like look on, and like maybe my phone will vibrate, and like I'll look and see it's
So I like this
Arthur
idea
at the scene, like just, hey, there's a situation going on, like everybody needs to get here now.
that we see like this like isometric view of the Bronze Era with his gloves up, and then 50, 60 feet from him at the top of the steps to the bank is Alexander Lin with a gun to his head, and then the police line behind Bronze Era, and then like in the corner is just a like corner of a building, and then poof, you land on it and it crumbles a little bit, and we see you watching down. So roll to assess from there. That's pretty cool.
And assess is superior, right? And I'm guilty, so I take a -2 to this. My superior is currently a 1, so that's a -1 overall. Do we count that? That was on
Yeah, we'll
both
count
sides.
that. That's fine.
Okay, so I get an 8.
So
It's gonna
one
be
question.
-1. And the question is how could we best end this quickly? Or rather, oh no, not necessarily who is the most vulnerable to me. Yeah. Or maybe what here can I use to keep Alexander Lin safe as I will power up myself to launch myself at the attacker in hopefully a surprise attack.
What here can you use to keep Alexander Lin safe? I think what here you can use is
Because that also include maybe myself, like as I'm looking at this.
yeah, I think what you can use is maybe like either yourself, like literally throwing yourself in front of them in such a way that we're like, you know, the whole thing where it's like you start coming at him and instead of shooting him, he starts shooting at you, or you could use potentially like the bank robbers like arrogance and bravado against them in the way that like maybe they don't actually want to hurt people, like maybe you could use like, you know, the whole thing where you get them to like keep talking to distract them.
I'm way too angry and guilty for that shit. So what I'm gonna do is supercharge myself as best as I can, like just like psych myself up and just like maybe jump off the building and just fucking launch myself.
Okay, so
at
are
him.
you gonna wait for everybody else to show up?
No.
Okay, roll to defend.
That's where I'm going to use my ability called I'll Save You. You're willing to pay the high cost to keep your loved one safe. Reveal your secret identity to someone watching or mark a condition to defend a loved one as though you rolled a 12+. So defend someone is, let's see, Savior, which is a 2 anyway, so I get a 14 on that, and I don't think my...
Anything giving you
No,
negative?
insecure would be the negative. So I get a 14. So for NPC threats on a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. I will take influence over someone I protected, which will be Alexander Lin.
Okay.
And when I go to dive in to save him, he's the one who's going to know that it's me. Because I'm still wearing the same clothes he saw Theo
Shit.
Morel come in
So
as.
he knows now.
Yes.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
What about Lynn? I mean, Violet.
She's too I don't want to pick her,
Maybe she-
and also she's probably too distressed.
She's
and also watching
like,
the
on
news,
TV, and
like,
she sees this like he's the one who sees the clothing.
yeah, because I'm like dashing like right by him.
Okay, so in that instant, like you two have arrived in the back alley where he is, and you hear this sound, this like, and as you go in, like he totally, and you hear gunshots. And you slam into him, he misses, and you basically like shoulder tackle him, and as he does, he drops Alexander, who sees you in like slow motion, and then stumbles and runs down the stairs. As he does, Bronzera leaps up through a window and starts punching people. What do you three do? You don't see this, you hear it happening from
We
the
know
other
that
side of the
sounds
building.
probably the meteorite, though, right? That's that charging.
Yeah, I think you know his noise
Yeah.
by now.
And then gunshots.
And then gunshots.
But you told us to meet you, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm at the back.
He's at the back of the bank.
So as soon as you guys arrive and we hear that, the second we hear it, I go, Katie, do you think you can maybe emotion control them, kind of not see us?
To not see us.
Emotion control. The best I think she could do, not see you,
Well-
not give a damn that you're there
Yeah.
in the first
Yeah.
place.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, can you do that?
I can try.
Try it.
Of course she can. And Nazgrim?
Grim, as soon as we get in there, I want you to follow Golden Glove and my lead. Start knocking some heads in.
Can do.
Make sure you don't hurt anyone, except for the villains.
Of course.
And then I'll give you a fist bump.
When you enter battle as a team, the leader has influence over every other teammate. Add another team. So the team pool goes up by 2. Do you have influence over everybody?
I do.
No.
I do.
You have influence over me?
No.
No, I don't have influence
So,
over
nope.
you. Yep.
Everyone has the same purpose in the
Katie
fight. Add another team. No, everybody does not have the same purpose in this fight because Meteorite is totally here to save Alexander, whereas you guys are here to stop the bank robbery.
Yeah.
If any team member mistrusts the team leader, which is definitely Golden Glove right now, does anyone mistrust him?
It's pretty trustworthy.
Is your team
guy.
ill prepared or off balance?
Yes.
You think so?
Off balance.
He's doing his
Oh,
own
off
thing.
balance with you coming in
Because
from a
I came in
totally- yeah,
first,
absolutely.
We were
and
supposed
they
to be like a
barely just
team.
arrived.
So
Well, I was there
totally-
before you.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
you were there before him
we
setting the
haven't-
plan up, and he struck
Yeah.
first, and then they arrived. I think you
Literally
got
my
off
plan.
balance totally.
I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sorry.
I had to.
I bet this is good, right? Like,
I like this.
I had to.
Yeah. Okay, so, you
important
three
having
are gonna
friends over
double
the
back around and come in from the front and join the fight, or are you gonna try and go through the back of
No,
the bank?
go
still?
through the back. While they're distracted in the front, I wanted Kid Katie to use her emotion control for them not to give a damn that we're there.
I'll make them happy that we're there.
Okay, so how do you three how do you enter the bank? You're at the back of it, which is just like a solid wall, and there's like some windows up high. You gonna blow a hole in it, or
I'm gonna
Punch
punch
the
right. I'm
windows?
gonna punch right through.
do you?
The Kool-Aid Man.
and then like, yay!
I think that's well within the limits of your powers, punching through a solid wall.
Yeah.
Sure, especially since you have the gloves. So you punch through the wall, and you're running through the back of the bank, punching down walls, and you three are running through, going towards the lobby. I want to cut to the lobby real quick. The guards have started, like at this point, hostages are fleeing, and some are training their guns on the hostages. The police are like afraid to open fire, and you and Golden Glove are standing like back to back as a couple groups. Let's say there's probably 10 here.
Oh, I ran in.
Yeah, you tackled the dude on the steps. Like,
Oh, okay. So
so
from the steps,
you're
looking
standing.
up.
So sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
He was at the top of the steps, and you tackled him, and
Yeah.
you're now like standing in the doorway, and then Bronzar Golden Glove. I know I said he jumps in through a window. I imagine he runs up with you, and they probably open fire on you, and he.
Maybe like pulls me out of the way.
Yeah, he totally grabs you and like pulls you to the side behind
and like the bullets
pillar,
just
and the
trail
bullets go
everywhere. Yeah.
and like start tearing the pillar apart. And he's like, "All right, kid, you're with me. We got this. I don't know where Golden Glove is, but we got this, and we need to do it now. Are you ready?" And you poke your head out, and that's when you see like the hostages start running, and they're training guns on them, and they're training guns on you. What do you do?
No, none of my powers can stop bullets. All right.
Yeah, which is great because for like Robert, this wouldn't exactly be engaging a threat.
Yeah, exactly.
But for you,
Yep.
it totally is because Robert's like bullets. I can move faster than that, and I'm durable enough to take a bullet.
I am.
You are
going
not durable enough to take a bullet.
Nope. I am going to do the immediate safest thing in my mind, which would be I'm going to see about the people running about. And so, like, I imagine in, like, the adrenaline rush, everything's kind of, like, slowing down for him as he's looking at everything. And he'll probably want to use his impossible mobility to try and get these hostages out of the line of fire
Roll to defend
before,
them. So
like,
we
people
imagine
open
you-
fire at them.
and you
Yeah.
swoop in and like tackle this group of armed gunmen. Or was that what you're attempting to do? Or you
Or
attempting
I
to
was
grab-
actually trying to grab 'cause
them and get
I'd be
out.
more
Okay.
likely to like grab them to just like get them out of the way so the bullets will miss,
Okay.
and and go from there. I get an 8 with a savior of 2.
Good thing I moved your savior up.
Yes, you did. So yeah, so that's 10. Yep, and insecure is what would bring it down. So we're good. So I will keep them safe and choose 1. I'm going to. Oh god, I'm so tempted to clear a condition, but I'm not.
I think you should. I think you should clear a condition.
But it makes so much sense to keep it. Okay, I'm gonna maybe clear the condition of guilty, just because
save
angry. Yeah, just because angry is.
Oh, you're
still
still angry for
fresh.
sure, I think.
That's what I mean. Like I'm like, okay.
You clear guilty as you grab these people and like zoom out of the way of the bullets and probably like drop them off behind a desk.
Yeah. And just like stay low. Like the rest of us will be here soon.
At this point, so I sort of gave you an option there. There were people trying to shoot you, and there were people trying to shoot civilians. So
So now they're shooting me.
Yeah, so a hail of bullets flies in your direction, and you don't get shot, but you're now pinned down behind one of those inexplicably movie bulletproof desks.
Awesome.
As you three enter from the top of the stairs, after Golden Glove has punched his way through the bank, and you three enter at the top of the stairs, looking down on this like from behind. There's a group that the other Golden Glove is beating the crap out of. One is still attempting to apprehend some hostages, and one group is shooting at Meteorite. What do you do?
Can I provoke?
I am going to
Provoke?
jump down from my position, and I am going to try to hit the one that is attacking. Wait, does the person have a gun to a hostage?
They're trying to apprehend the hostages right now. They're trying to grab them as they run away.
Okay, I'm going to I'm going to jump onto the one that's shooting Theo and hit him as I'm leaping down onto him.
So you're trying to attack that group, okay?
Yeah, that
And
group.
Kid Katie?
I was gonna try and can I use both my powers at once?
Yeah. I mean, what are you trying to do?
I would want to. Ooh, if I fail this, that's bad. Well, I would want to create a psychic shield.
Okay. Like a barrier?
Yeah, just around me though.
Is that fun? It's a psychic weapon. I could see by a stretch that applying. Sure. So you're trying to create like a force field around yourself? Okay.
But then I also want to draw fire.
And draw fire to you. Cool. I like that. I want you to unleash your powers for the shield, and then I want you to provoke. So tell me how you're doing this. So you're sort of creating. I like to imagine that because you can create like psychic weapons, your shield isn't just like a bubble around you.
It's like a big shield.
It's like a big shield, like an
Yeah.
actual big psychic shield. Okay.
Okay.
2.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
crappy ass.
So you failed.
I feel bad.
And then roll provoke.
Oh god, I'm gonna get shot up. 6 plus what is it? Superior.
Yep.
So 9.
Of course.
9.
Shoot me.
Like, okay.
No problem.
They do shoot you. In fact, but this whole so you use your emotions on them, your emotion control, is to get them to be angry at you. I'm gonna say that they stumble. You took a +1 forward against them because like you're now kind of in their heads messing with them, and they kind of like freak out and look, and then they do start shooting. So you've got like probably a whole group shooting at you, and your shield is up and it's holding, but it's not going to hold forever.
Alright, I'm gonna jump in front of it. Charge him.
You're going to charge that group?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rob, I need you to roll to... you're not really directly engaging a threat. You're defending Theo. And then I need you to roll to defend Katie.
Bro. What's defense face off? Savior?
Defense, Savior,
Savior,
yeah.
Well, I guess I'll get a 12 to defend my beloved Kid Katie.
Cool. You swoop in and wham, wham, or helioblast. How do you do it? How do you
I
defend it?
tried, I land there, roar at him, and then I just start charging at him.
Okay.
I see him shooting at my crush.
So, like, the bullets go flying past you, hitting your shield.
I'm also
wants-
very angry.
He wants
so.
to learn what it's like to smash on Earth. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my gosh. I'm
charge that group.
16 years
So
old.
you...
I would like
Yes,
to spend a
He's like
team
150.
Well, what is your total on that defend that you got there, Golden Glove?
6.
6. So you want to
So
spend
I'm-
a team?
Yes.
Are you spending it selfishly?
Well, I think he has to.
You
Nobody
have
else
to.
can
No
really
one else
help
can
him.
help you. As my idea is that you end up redirecting fire towards someone else because you can't shift your save
Okay,
any
so
higher.
I wouldn't be able to take
So
it.
you would fail.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Got it.
I
So
fail.
Nazgrim charges those guys and starts wailing on them and saves Kid Katie. Her shield holds, But you land and beat that guy, and as you do, like you land on the dude who the guy who has like a shotgun, but the guy with like an AK just blasts through the desk, and you're gonna take a powerful blow there, Meteorite.
Oh boy, how am I gonna explain this bullet hole wound to the rest of my family and friends? Oh, listen, I was just walking down the street one day, and a stray bullet caught me. Yep, that's it. Okay, that's...
Gangs. Gang violence.
Oh, you missed. You didn't mark a potential.
Oh yeah, you did.
So there's good news in that.
Hey, you marked potential like twice now. Oh, you marked potential, so
Hey, and you
pick
advance.
pick a new advance.
All right, real quick. Here's your powerful blow. Oh, I rolled a 5. Oh, conditions.
What's
I have
lock
one
the label?
condition. So I rolled a 5. I have one condition, so 6. I miss. I marked my potential.
Yeah.
So I stand
Describe
strong.
how you weather the blow.
So I'll see Golden Glove like come down and take out the guy with the shotgun and like miss. Maybe he didn't see him or something, but there's the guy with the AK and he's shooting at me. And maybe in a moment of panic and not really understanding what was going on, just me just selfishly willing the bullets to stop exerts my energy absorption to stop the kinetic motion enough.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, you didn't know you could
like,
do this, and the
yeah.
bullet hits you, and you absorb the kinetic energy, and it probably still bruises you and hurts
Yeah.
you. You basically gave yourself a bulletproof vest.
Yeah, it
still
knocks
knocks you flat on
the wind.
your ass,
Yeah, the
and,
wind out of
like-
me and everything, and I get a gnarly bruise, but it doesn't penetrate.
Yeah, you ain't dead.
and, like, kill me. Yeah, and it just and it's like,
And it's sort of like oh, I can do that.
well, maybe not right now, but yeah. Well, I didn't think about that until later, but yeah.
Okay, so cool. You weather
So-
that blow. Kid Katie, your shield gives, but those guys are down, and Bronzera
heightened physical abilities
is
include toughness.
knocking on some dudes. And in that moment, a figure appears at the top of the stairs inside the bank. And this mechanized sort of voice just says, "You super roaches don't know when to stay down." You look up, and you see standing at the top with armored from head to toe, with his signature mask and white skull, is White Skull.
Oh my god.
Bandoliers of ammo, grenades, and in one hand a rather large and terrifying looking handgun, in the other a massive briefcase that you can only assume is stuffed to the gills with something he took out of this vault. He points his gun, sort of sweeping it across the room, and his men get back up, and a couple of them have actually gathered those hostages because nobody stopped them from doing so. And you are standing there face to face with probably still 5 guys with guns, White Skull, and his massive, imposing handgun. Now, Golden Glove and children, we don't need to shed any more blood today. You can let me walk right out, or, he kind of waves his pistol, you saw what this did to Blue Spider. I wonder what it's going to do to Flesh. What do you do?
What does Golden Glove do?
So you're looking to him?
Yeah, he's the
He's the
adult.
lead-
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you all look to him
Yeah.
right now?
Maybe not. Maybe I'm just like on the ground, like, fuck. Come on, quit.
Okay.
No.
You look to him and he sort of just raises his gloves
Thanks,
and says,
Hefty.
White Skull, you're outnumbered. We can take you. It's 5-1. Actually, you say since you hesitated there and you all look to him, he goes, 5-1? Right, let's even the odds. And there's like a literal night crawler bamf noise, and a tail wraps around the younger Golden Glove's throat as you are pulled to the ground. And standing above you with her foot on your chest is Imp, the sort of anti-hero vigilante. Well, not really anti-hero or vigilante. She just kind of fights for the villains for fun kind of person. The one whose arm you messed up. And she smiles at you, her dark hair and fangs. We get a panel of you looking up at her. And she goes, I'm going to enjoy this one. And digs her claws into your chest.
Into mine?
And she is, standing above you with a claw in your chest. And he's got the briefcase.
Well, I'm going to. I'm going to punch her right now.
You're pinned. You're
She has her claws in me, but I'm just gonna use my hand. Just
Well, then the way this would work is just directly engage a threat, and then
Yeah.
yeah, and then whatever you roll. Yeah.
Okay, he's acting. Directly engage that threat.
there you go. God, my oh shit, my danger is -2.
What?
My danger is -2.
Oh my god. Oh.
That 8 though.
No, it's a 10.
Well,
so
yeah.
8.
Well,
yeah,
Yeah, but
That's
-2, right? For
So
your
that
danger.
8 though.
Oh, 8. So
job.
yeah, what's your total on that? Directly engage a threat. 8. Pick one. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
If I surprise the opposition, would it be just her, or would it be White Skull as well?
I think the opposition would be.
Because I feel like for her, it'd be frighten her,
It might
and then it would be
be-
surprise for White
Well,
Skull.
you surprise, or frighten both of them. I think you could surprise the two of them that he didn't actually expect you to act like that.
Yeah. Just a sudden break in that, or
Okay,
break into action.
Then I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
yes.
I will go ahead and surprise.
Okay. In this moment of surprise, as like
Yeah, he
the
sort
big
of like
adults are
so
talking.
He swivels to look, and his gun like drops for a second.
And I'm gonna try to. Oh man, I wanted the briefcase, but I think the smartest thing is to try to get the gun out of his hand. So Meteorite's gonna like fly up or launch up towards White Skull and try to disarm him.
So it's directly engaging a threat. Yeah. Take something from them. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
And then
Well then,
so you were directly engaging, and what you chose was impressive, frighten, or surprise. So you take a blow from her. So as you go up to punch, like you punch her off, but her claws were like in your chest, and it just like rakes down your chest. So roll to take a powerful blow. Because her claws are slightly magical.
Okay. Also, after right as I'm punching her, I mouth the word sorry.
Wham!
hey, you miss. Yeah.
You want low on this roll.
yeah.
So you
potential.
weather the blow. It's this the cuts
I
aren't
mark
that bad.
potential as well.
Yep, you mark potential. You missed. So it's like, oh, the cuts aren't that bad.
So do I clear my thing from defending Katie? My condition?
What was your condition?
Angry.
To hurt? You have to hurt someone or break something
Says you can
important.
also clear a condition when someone else comes to support you or when you defend someone.
Oh yeah, you could have picked that. That was one of the things.
Oh, but
for-
I didn't do that.
if you successfully defend, so you got a hit because you did a 12. So you add a team pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
Oh, I didn't do any of those things.
Yeah. So
I'm not clear that condition.
okay. All right. I'm gonna engage the threat that is White Skull. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Leave me to believe in you.
Got that -2.
Oh.
I get that sweet 3.
Sweet 3. You don't even succeed.
That's great.
You fly up,
He's too good for me, guys.
and his pistol's still down, but you hear like the servos in his armor go whoop, and wham! He smacks you to the side with the briefcase, and you go like flying through those like metal grates.
ever play
that protect
Pong?
Not even like the metal grates, like the bulletproof glass that protects like bank tellers. You just go wham straight through it and smash into a wall of like boxes on the other side, and then poof onto the floor. Take a powerful blow.
Wow.
It's like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this absorbing kinetic energy thing.
yeah, just fuck. Okay. Like just
And then he
not done
gets
yet.
to he gets to make him. Oh, interesting. I just realized something. When you guys fail, I get to make a move.
yeah.
It's technically a failure. As the arm comes back down, he levels the gun just in time to get a shot off at Bronze as he's climbing up the stairs.
Missing that?
The bullet tears into his shoulder and goes straight out the other side in a spray of like blood and bone, and his arm just hangs limp, and he screams as he falls backwards down the stairs. I
would say rip, but
in his mechanized voice, he goes, "Imp, clean up. We're done here." And then he holds the gun. He looks at you two, right?
Are you watching closely?
What is it you watching?
When you
closely?
mislead, distract, or trick someone, roll plus superior. On a hit, they are fooled at least for a moment. On a 10 plus, choose 3.
You have to mislead, distract, or trick someone.
Just say, yeah, you're right. And I'd have to roll for that.
Yeah, so you're trying to trick him into believing you.
Ooh.
And it was plus 3, so it's 13.
13.
So on 10 plus, choose 3. So I want to expose a weakness or flaw for one of them.
Okay. Expose a weakness or flaw in him. Okay. So with that, they say expose a weakness or flaw. He points the gun right at you. He says, "Smart thinking, kid." And he puts it down at his side. And when he does, you can see there's an ammo counter on it that currently reads 5. I would also say you notice that the clip on the bottom of the gun has an orange, like where you load it in, it's orange. He doesn't have any other orange ammo clips on his bandolier.
And then it says you can confuse them for some time and you get an opportunity.
Confuse him for some time and you get an opportunity. Okay. So I think that you confusing him for some time is that he fully believes that you're down. So Nazgrim, you back down too, right?
I follow her lead, I guess, yeah.
Okay. So he then is going to like start walking down and start walking out.
Like towards us?
Like he steps on Bronze Era and like steps over him as Meteorite is picking himself up in the other room. And Golden Glove is lying on the floor. Imp.
She just got a punch right.
He told her to clean up. Like you punched her in the face and sent her flying. Which totally, sorry, my mistake. It would have marked a thing on her, and she would have teleported and went over to his side. So she jumps up and sits on the banister, like watching over all of you. And he turns and he starts walking out, and he has his back to you as he's leaving. And there's your opportunity.
And what's the third thing, real quick, before we act on that?
That was it. She confuses him for a time, gets an opportunity.
Oh, I forgot. I thought. Okay.
So the
cool.
confusing him for a time was like he
yeah,
went all the way down.
I thought it was the
past
same
and believed,
sentence,
and then
that's
your
why.
opportunity is like he is now standing there with like all the spotlights on him and all the police on him, and he's got his gun and he's got his briefcase and he's like walking out.
I want to try and get his gun.
The opportunity.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to roll to directly engage, but I'm going to give you a +1 on that.
I have a +1 forward, but that was towards the robbers. Does that apply to him?
Oh no, +1 forwards. Yeah, like
+1 forward is like the next time you act against that person or on that situation, you get +1. But so where did you get it from?
It was to the robbers. You said I got a plus.
He wasn't there when you did the emotion control, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do get a +1. I think this whole situation, that getting that opportunity might warrant a +1. You're attacking him from behind, trying to seize it. So yeah, dive at him.
Okay. No, he's just gonna shoot us.
Yeah, I know.
So his back's towards me, right? Mm-hmm. And would that be a directly engage?
Mm-hmm.
Danger
Engaging a
zone.
threat.
Away.
And how are you doing it? So what are you doing? Sorry.
If he's got his back towards me, I want to like get a psychic dagger, basically. Mm-hmm. And then I want to stab him and try and grab the gun.
So you run up with a
back, just a literal like just
Stab in the back.
So Kid Katie sits down. She's like, "You're right. We're done." And he goes, "Smart move." And he starts walking out, and she like creates a little psychic dagger in her hand, and then you stand up and run and jump. And what was your roll to directly engage a threat?
I got an 8 plus 1 for danger plus an extra 1 for opportunity. So
Ooh, a 10.
A 10.
On a 10 plus, pick 2, take something from them, and then
You can.
I'll create an opportunity for your allies.
Why you
Okay.
Dang, she gonna get some smack down.
should take something?
I took his gun.
So you
take that
robot man.
briefcase.
You see what he did to
yeah. You
Theo?
It's Theo.
you jump and you dive on his back.
Under pressure.
Alright.
You jump, you dive on his back, and you dive that dagger like into his shoulder blade, and his voice like
Trapezius.
crackles and screeches as he goes, "Ah!" And you wrest the gun out of his hand, and he draws a knife, throws you off of his back, and slashes you across the chest with it. You sort of go flying backwards, landing on the ground with the gun in your hand. Nazgrim, you got an opportunity
I'm
here.
gonna go berserk.
Take a powerful blow.
Oh. Dang. I always roll so high.
God.
That's...
Dang.
All right, choose one on a 10
You
plus.
must remove yourself from the situation. You lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way. Or two options. Oh, you
11.
rolled an 11, yeah.
So I have to. Oh, or choose. So if I give him ground, like, what are the consequences of that?
He will get an opportunity in this situation.
In attacking, or like if he
He
wants?
gets an opportunity. It's whatever I end up saying it is, whatever the fiction dictates.
I'll do struggle past the pain and lash out verbally.
Okay. So you mark two conditions. Which conditions are you marking?
I'm assuming maybe hopeless and afraid.
Hopeless and afraid. I think that's a good one.
Classic.
Because like
That's what I was last time.
you were like, oh crap. All right. He just shot Bronzer a Golden Glove, beat the shit out of Meteorite, and even your mental control didn't work on him for that long. And even though you managed to attack him in the back, he still knocked you to the side. Like, this dude is not to be fucked with.
I'm gonna lash out at. It could either be Arthur or Nazi.
It's always Nazi.
I know, that's why it's like I don't want to pick Nazi again, but
Go for it. That'd be funny.
Yeah, this is just a teenage movie.
He likes tough love.
Jesus.
You can take it. You can take it. You just have
likes
to
it
kiss
rough.
at the end. I'll make up for it.
I guess it'll be Nazi.
Everyone's sweet on that.
But it's just provoke, so I would just ask him for help, basically.
Well, you're not. Well, okay. You're like waiting.
No, no,
You're
no.
not asking
You're-
him for help.
You're
No, I'm
provoking
provoking
him to
him,
take
so-
foolhardy action.
If I'm just like yelling, Nazi, help!
But that's not really foolhardy. That's asking.
Yeah,
That's not lashing
I'm
out.
asking him to like
Put myself in the
put
line.
himself in the line
okay.
of danger for me.
I get it. I get what you're doing.
You
Yeah.
should be like, get that ass hat.
No,
Either
I'm,
that or like,
I'm
what-
scared.
Or it's more
right
like, what the
now.
fuck are you doing? Save me!
Okay. Sure. Provoke him.
You roll for something?
She's gonna roll to provoke you.
I do? Isn't that part of just
I
the
don't-
thing, though?
Yeah, I think it just happens.
It's part
Well,
of...
last time we rolled it
Yeah.
for that. Yeah. Lash out verbally. Provoke
I-
a teammate to foolhardy action. Because he is currently attempting to directly engage White Skull. If you provoke him to defend you instead, he will
That's
be
true.
defending you from White Skull. And that'll change the way the fiction's going to flow. So I think you need to make the provoke
Okay.
to change his course of action here.
And that is superior.
Yo,
Plus
get
3.
provoked.
Yeah, do it now.
12. So, Nazi, help!
Alright. So now instead of
If they do it, I'd...
Add +1 to the team pool. If they don't do it, mark a condition.
Yes.
well, I'm gonna do it.
So add +1 to the team pool, and now you you arrest your flight, zoom back, and stand in front of her as he charges at you with that knife and the briefcase in the other hand. Roll to defend.
What does defend based off of?
Plus save.
Serious. Nice 0, bro.
Goose egg.
Hi, nice
So
7.
he's
7.
running in and he says, "This could have been over, children. Could have been over real easy."
It
So
was like
you
the last one.
land just in time
Because I
to
have high
take the
savior.
knife blow for her.
Piccolo style.
Take a
Rip. Shit. Oh, well.
Huh? 6. Do you have any conditions?
Can you do that?
You good. You Gucci, dude.
just go up. Yeah, it's up to 5
Oh, no, for what?
because he chose to do the action.
Oh, no, I already moved it up.
Oh, okay. So yeah, his knife breaks
Knife.
against your scaly hide. And at this point, Imp begins to move. She crouches and leaps through the air down towards this fight. What do you do, Golden Glove?
Done anything.
Golden Glove, what are you doing?
Well, he punched her off, and then he got himself up. And it's probably my fault for not focusing on him as much as it is.
Well, he's also super distracted trying to figure out what moves he wants.
That's what do you do, Golden Glove?
Well, yeah.
Well, I am going to try to knock out Imp. So I don't want to hurt her. I just want to knock her out.
So you want to pull your punches on that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Because I figure
So you leap
that's
up
his
through the air.
escape. That's who's going to get him out of the situation. Otherwise, there's police and everyone out there. So
Fair point. So you need to. What are you doing? She's currently leaping through the air towards White Skull.
and I'm
Well,
going
the little scuffle on the ground. Right.
I'm going to go ahead and oh god, I hate to do this. I'm gonna you know that lame arm she has.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to punch it.
Punch her in the lame arm. So
Yeah.
you leap through the air, and there's this
I'm gonna
scene
try
where
to-
she's like diving, and you're like,
Punch her nub.
No. See, I'm trying.
Oh.
No, her arm's like she doesn't have feeling and stuff in it. I guess she does have feeling. She just can't use it.
Oh, so you're
But-
gonna get her to punch herself?
No, I'm gonna try to like maybe break the bone in there, cause so much pain that she passes out or something.
is that pulling your punches?
Yeah.
No, I guess that's right. You're right. Then I guess I'll go straight for the gut. Straight for the
gut shot. Okay, so you leap up as in this like triumphant forward thing.
guy
As she's
pulling his
diving
punches, man.
forwards.
Yeah.
Breaking bones.
He doesn't know his own
Breaking
strength.
You just gotta. I was gonna say, man, they're villains. They
7
made their choice.
plus 3,
Plus 3.
10.
10. So, yeah, what happens
Who's
when
you
you do that?
defending?
He's actually fighting the good fight. He's
All he gets to use is
Instead of
savior
my
instead of danger. If you do, you cannot choose to impress, surprise, or frighten your foe. So you leap through the air and land a solid blow to her gut. Just a and she's gonna fall to the ground. But you do. I mean, that is a. So you're still trading blows.
Yeah.
So you still get a 10 on directly engaging a threat. So you get to choose 2. Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, but you can't choose impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Okay. I guess I will. Does she have anything on her that I can
No.
see?
Just her leotard.
I don't want to
Take that. if
Come
you want.
I
on.
don't want to take that
Come on.
from her.
I mean, you wanted to stun her out of her. out of her thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and create an opportunity for my allies, and I guess I will.
Really sweet thing I want to do.
She must have some kind of communicator with White Skull, right?
Maybe. Maybe not. I would
Could
suggest
be.
you maybe avoid her blows because she's gonna hit you.
Yeah, I guess I'll avoid her blow.
Okay. So instead of her like landing on top of you and scratching you, you hit her with a solid shot to the gut, and she goes flying back against the banister and just goes wham onto this. Oh,
That was a good banister sound effect.
good banister sound. Wham, and lands on the upper balcony, knocking her pretty far away from White Skull at this point. And you sort of land, and you guys now have an opportunity. You can go after her or White Skull. They're separated now. I think at
I'm
this
gonna
point,
try to attack White Skull some
I
more.
think at this point you're getting up.
yeah. I wanna
Oh,
attack.
she gets a. She got hit,
yeah.
so she gets to make a move. And her move. Actually,
mark a condition?
No, she does mark a condition, and that's she. When you knock her up there, like you see her roll, and she doesn't get up. She's breathing, but she doesn't get up.
Can she hear me?
You don't know.
Okay.
You knocked her unconscious. She's
Okay.
out.
Okay.
And so White Skull, sort of stunned, is looking up at this situation, and then Meteorite has finally dragged himself up and he's standing up.
and I'm gonna get right behind him, and he's going to grab White Skull and try to launch the both of them up and like smack White Skull's like head into the ceiling or something, and hoping to like disorient him.
Wrestling move, but
Well, I was thinking about suplexing him, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna fucking.
So you jump and like grab him and then go.
Yep, and try to launch
yeah.
the two of us up
for
into the air. I have no idea what this is, so I'm gonna roll and you tell me whether that's directly engaged or
unleash your powers.
unleash your powers.
It's directly engaging.
Is there something he's trying out though? Something he's never done before?
I
mean-
the rule with unleash your powers
Yeah,
is if
like,
anything else
It's
fits
to
it-
reshape your environment, extend your senses, overcome. But I'm not
Yeah,
doing any of
he's
that.
not really doing it. He's just using his powers to fight.
Oh, 11, but I get a 9 because -2. But with the opportunity, I think I would like to selfishly use a team. Either that, or or maybe Nazi sees me coming up to him and he can like
That'd be
help
cool.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and we can like double team, like double team up against White Skull, and like he kind of still capitalizes on like the surprise round and like tries to helio beam White Skull, and as he's distracted trying to like block that, I get behind him and like slam
Yeah, I
up.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, more warrior shit.
Just one though, right?
Okay.
Just one, so that puts me at a
grab
12
him.
-2, 10.
Straight up.
So then the two things I will pick is resist or avoid their blows. So catch him by complete surprise.
He doesn't get a chance to.
And then I'm going to take his suitcase away from him.
Okay. So you grab him and go, vroom, and you both crash into the ceiling, and he drops the suitcase. Land. You come back down and land, and he shakes his head, and he kind of looks around. No suitcase. His knife is broken. His gun is gone. And what condition is he? Gonna
Imp is
mark?
unconscious as well. That's my contribution.
You did it.
So he
I think you've reached your withdrawal limit.
Wow.
Kill me.
He goes, I'm not one for witty quips. You hear, like, down in the vault, like a fireball erupts from the lower floors and the whole building begins to shake. And he says, always have an escape plan. And he, like, stands up and begins to back away as the whole building shakes and begins coming down around you.
We should have the hostages to get the fuck out.
I would like to grab Golden Glove and use my savior to.
Okay, you're gonna defend Golden Glove.
Yeah.
What do you...
I'm going to go rescue the civilians that I rescued earlier from behind that one desk and try to get them out of there.
Okay,
Is that all the hostages that are there?
there's another group.
Yeah, I guess I'll go to them.
Which, by the way,
Okay.
still had gunmen pointed at them this entire time.
At this
until I
point...
forgot, but-
No, I didn't forget.
Oh, okay.
At this point, like...
Well, we did not address it as a team. I don't know what happened
Okay,
there.
so you're going to Golden Glove is going to save Golden Glove. Meteor is going to save one group of hostages. Nazgrim Bloodscale is going to save another. Kid Katie, what are you doing?
Assess the situation.
Okay, so you're standing as everyone kind of moves. You stand there and you look around.
What did you do?
I'm saving the other group of hostages.
Yeah.
Plus Pierce, 13. So I get to ask 2. What here can I use to... I want to say detain White Skull.
No, you definitely get to ask that question. What here can you use to detain White Skull? I think you could attempt to bury him in the rubble.
I don't want to kill him, though.
That's true. Detain him. What could you use to detain him? I was like,
when it says-
I was gonna say,
nearby, but-
look at
Can I-
standard like
Yeah, any
comics.
super
We
villain
can
gets that.
totally submerge, like drop rubble on him. He'll be fine. Right? It's not like there's a history of.
I would say that what here can you use to detain him?
He's not Jason Todd. He'll be fine.
You
Can I
Hit
use
him
the
with a
gun?
crowbar for lying in.
Oh, yeah, I like that idea.
Hit him with his own gun.
I'm not
could
going to
use
hit
the-
him, but...
You
or
could
I can. But
you could shoot him with the gun and hobble him.
I was going to say that or just put it against his back. And have
Yeah.
him, like...
You could do that. Like put it against him to get him out. Okay, you could do that for sure.
And then I want to know what here is in the greatest danger.
What here is in the greatest danger? The thing here in the greatest danger right now is Imp.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I fucking knocked her out.
Now you're gonna kill her.
She's unconscious on the top floor.
Oh god, I already lamed her. Now I'm a murderer. She's supposed to be
So
my.
much for sorry, dude.
She's supposed to be my kind of evil bae.
Evil
Is that
Bay.
what she is?
Well, should I I mean,
It's up to you, friend.
I don't
Do you,
want her to
friend?
die.
It's my lover.
It is one of our rules. We don't kill.
Yeah, but do I name?
Sometimes you have to let the person go. Go ahead and I would say shoot White Skull to hobble him, and then go after
But I can't
Imp.
imagine.
Even
What
if
could Katie do?
Can I hit him hard enough with the gun to, like, knock him out?
Like, no. Kid Katie's not that strong, and
I'm
he's got,
pretty
like,
strong. It's a
basically, like, mild power armor.
Well, you said he's in, like a gadget suit, right?
Yeah.
Can I shoot something in their suit that makes him, like...
Shoot the power
You saw what the gun did to
Golden
Case
Glove.
Sam,
No.
or not Case
Ben
Sam, Golden
Thompson.
Glove, and you are well acquainted with how durable the Golden Gloves are, and you also know that is because of what he said. That is the same ammo that put Blue Spider in her like Iron Man style power armor in the hospital. You could try.
Like blow one of his legs off, shot a leg.
Well,
or
what if I
something.
just shot him with one of my psychic weapons? That's, I mean,
Yeah, you could try to do that too.
Okay. But does that count as something here that can be used?
Your gun is.
I think the something here that could be used to detain him is that gun. He definitely knows it could kill him. For sure. The thing here that is in the most danger right now is Imp. And what is your third question?
I only get 2.
Oh, you only get 2? I'll take it 3. My mistake.
No.
So yeah, I think those are the answers to your questions. That gun is what you could use to detain him, and Imp is in the greatest danger.
I'll shoot the ceiling to have the rubble
Fall on him.
fall on him, and then I'll go get him.
Okay. Alright.
Cool.
Okay, I need defense rolls from all 4 of you. Would it be defense for me or would it savior?
You save your for defend.
Oh,
you always
okay,
do.
sorry.
Because I'm saving him.
Yeah.
I'll wait.
So I guess I will go ahead and go first.
Oh, no.
7.
7 plus 3, 10.
10. Yep. So on defend, you get a 10.
Team pool take influence over someone you protect or clear condition.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Clear condition, add to the team pool, or take influence over Ben Thompson?
Take influence over Ben
Take
Thompson.
influence over Ben Thompson, totally.
Oh, Ben Thompson's 0.
The Bronze Era.
Bronze era golden glove.
Plus savior, I get an 8. Yeah, I get an 8.
Okay.
So,
It costs you. Expose yourself to danger, escalate the situation.
Oh my god.
Okay, so the building's exploding, exposing my, like, I'll just expose myself to danger.
Okay.
And like really exert myself to get the
I
hostages
think
out
while
at the
you're-
cost of me maybe not making it. Like,
I think what happens is
The cost of me dying, I guess.
is like you
well, not necessarily that, but like I'm trying to like, yeah.
and you're zooming like out the window, and as you do, like some falling rubble clips you.
Yeah.
So take a powerful blow.
Dope.
You think so?
Come on, snake eyes.
Your kinetic energy absorption has failed you.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're outside. Just pass out.
Yeah, I'm gonna remove myself from the situation
And
after
Alexander
this,
Lynn
and this
will
be the
destroy
last thing I do.
I think you flee. The second
what?
you drop them off, you.
Or you could just
And you're
pass
out
out
of
with the pain.
It could, but it's definitely more Meteorite style
Oh.
to flee. But like normally, he flees once he. knows
I
everything's
do.
under
You know
control.
what? You know what? No. Because here's the thing. Everything else has been going on. He's angry. All that. He sees the rubble, and instead of like stopping, he's like, "Oh, I can't absorb that." So I'm gonna choose to lose control of my powers in a terrible way, and let you decide because I think that would be really interesting. Because he feels kind. I stopped a bullet from hitting me.
Yeah.
I crashed through multiple walls and like rubble, whatever. I can do this, and I don't, or maybe do. I don't. There you go.
You lose control of your powers in a terrible way.
Do I maybe like hit the rubble, like crash through the wall and injure all of the people? Like maybe not kill anyone.
I think that what happens in my mind, because I like the idea of it being like directly your powers. You grab the people and you charge up, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna dive through the rubble. It's gonna be great. It's gonna work. And you dive through, but you do absorb the kinetic energy. Or does that make sense? But you know that there's an equal and opposite reaction. You hit basically you diving through this rubble. The kinetic energy is redirected back, and so it's like a spray of rubble just erupts out of the building and showers all over the policemen. And essentially, like, the building, it's not just falling down. Like, you knock chunks of rubble out and, like
Destroy some cop cars.
a cop car gets destroyed and multiple policemen are wounded. Like, not just, like, cuts and bruises, like, broken limbs. But you land and drop the people off, and you stand there like, huffing and puffing as you look around you and see that, like,
Just chaos.
the guns for a moment are pointed at you. Knock your savior down and your danger up.
danger zone.
Okay, Nazgrim, save the people.
Yeah, I like that.
Save the people, Nazgrim.
6, 7. That's all I got.
Defend. Yep. It costs you. Expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation.
I guess I'll expose myself to danger.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw another terrible blow. I think that's just appropriate in this case.
Me?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, no, I kind of I like this idea. Let me know what you guys think. You fly and grab the people and like blast away for them out, and they get out, and as you turn, like White Skull jumps on you and throws his arm around your neck, and he just says, "You're gonna get me out of here, or you're gonna die."
What about the rebel?
She shot Rebel, but I guess
Oh right, she shut the
maybe,
rubble
maybe
up.
that's why. Maybe that's why he can't. He's got a limp. Maybe.
Yeah, because I think like you don't fully like impede him, like you slow him down. It doesn't just cage him, because the idea there was to make you
It's either
either have to
escape,
you got to
yeah.
commit to stopping him or stopping Imp. So yeah, he's got like the limp, and he totally jumps on you, and like he's not going to get out of here on his own, but he's got you in like a chokehold now, and you can feel like the servos in his arm like tightening around your neck a little bit. What do you do?
Fly straight up, so he loses oxygen.
I don't know. You can. Pretty sure White Skull would do something before they
Like,
got
can I
that
try
high.
Alien tech on his tech.
Yeah, and then they die.
Yeah, you can. You
I like try to
totally
influence
can.
it.
Unleash your powers.
Yeah.
That's a good unleash your powers. What do you do? How does that
I
look?
wanna, like.
So he's got his arm.
Oh my god, you totally cyborging right now,
Exactly.
dude.
Yeah.
He's got his arm like around you, like around your big old lizard neck, and like his cracked voice modulator, he just says, "Get me out of here or you die." And like you look down and see that like his leg is just like shattered and bloody. So you're gonna unleash your alien tech upon his to like sabotage it?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so what's that look
I
like?
was gonna like touch it and like I have little like electric tendrils that come out of my arm because I have like the armor on, you know.
Okay.
And I'm able to like influence it by like getting my bitch in there.
Cool with that.
Your fingers and
roll to unleash your powers.
Okay.
And what is your species called? Do we have a name for them?
The
yet?
Draconids.
Draconids.
Ooh, with a freak of 1, dude. That's a 10.
10.
Okay, totally. You touch it, and the whole thing kind of like crackles with yellow electricity, and he goes, "What?" And his arm just goes, and he sort of like crumples off of you and falls to the floor. And he goes, "What is this?" And you're good.
Can I grab him and take him? Or is he too heavy for me to be able to do that?
Oh, you have super strength, right?
Oh.
It's part of your thing.
Hey, not too heavy.
So I'm gonna grab him and take him with me then.
Okay, and then you are Kid Katie's going after Imp.
Yep.
I am getting you out of here.
A 6. What's her savior? 0.
Spend team.
We got selfish team. Pools that can
What do
be
I
spent.
need
selfish
though?
team
I would
girl.
need a 10, right?
A 7 just to make
Pass.
it.
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't get a 10 even if you spend all 3 of them. So a 7 to pass.
Doesn't she get +2 if she
Well,
uses a team?
How
Sorry,
how-
should-
That's if I took
But she
the,
can only use it 1 time anyway.
That's
Yeah,
if I
but
took
she
the
can
power
also
though. I didn't take it.
Oh.
Okay, I guess I'll just do 1 because that's all I need. I don't need to spend all of it.
how are you doing it selfishly? What's your selfish action here?
Because you gotta shift. Because we've learned. So you're shifting savior up. You gotta shift one of your
Yeah, I
labels
do.
down.
I think that's
But
how it
where-
works. It sounds like that's how it works.
Right.
I mean,
Because it says under here, team mechanics. Anyone working with the team can spend team 1 for 1 to help a teammate. Give them +1 to their roll. Team members can also spend team to act selfishly. When you act selfishly, say how your actions ignore or insult your teammates. Remove 1 team from the pool and shift 1 label up and 1 label down.
Yeah, the idea is you're shifting your savior up.
Yeah, because it
I
doesn't
guess
say
it-
that you add 1 to the roll. So how are you selfishly
Yeah, how are you
savioring?
selfishly saving this person? Imp.
This is
I
weird.
think you do succeed. You grab her and you like run and jump and dodge all the rubble or actually, you maybe don't because it's going to cost you. You expose
Yeah.
yourself to danger, escalate the situation. But I think maybe you do just kind of like insult Arthur, and you're like, fine, I'll clean up your mess, and you go and grab her. Maybe just throwing some quip at Arthur as he's dragging Bronze out of the building that's coming down.
Unharmed, by the way.
Yeah, I could say something like, it's very heroic picking someone who's conscious over someone who's not.
Oh, yeah. See, that's good. That's
Yeah, because
Someone knocked it.
there you go. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Golden Glove was unconscious.
No, he wasn't.
yeah, he was.
There was.
He was unconscious?
Yeah.
Golden Gloves, I thought he was just like, oh,
No, he
hurt.
shot him down. Maybe he was like starting to regain consciousness and like just barely able to stand up. And you were
Yeah,
like, nah,
yeah.
whatever. He's like a legit superhero. He's good.
Well, I don't remember him being unconscious.
That's fair.
Well, either way, no, we make it work.
Regardless, there's some selfish way you do it, and I'm sure it's fine. We just maybe aren't creative enough to think of it at the moment. But you do get Imp, and you are on your way out. Do you want to escalate the situation, or do you want to expose yourself to danger?
Expose myself to danger.
Okay. You pick her up, and as you're going, you sort of like some weird part of her, because she's like almost slightly demonic, and your emotion control, like those two elements bleed over.
Ooh, you're edgy now.
RAR XD.
I'm just gonna flat out mark like you feel this like intense darkness, and I'm just gonna flat out mark hopeless on you.
I already have hopeless.
Oh.
Is that double hopeless?
Double hopeless. I can't mark hopeless again. So in that case, afraid. You already are afraid, aren't you?
Angry?
Insecure?
No. Then in that case, wow.
Hopeless?
I'm already hopeless.
She's already hopeless.
Oh, guilty.
Influence? No.
I think maybe I'm just gonna, in this case, like telegraph like future danger. You see like an intense darkness inside of her. Like you feel that as an emotion, like emotional feedback. In like, you guys have dealt with Imp before. He's dealt with it, but you were there in that situation.
Maybe I feel guilty then.
I think
I
you feel
was part of
guilty.
it.
Yeah, because you were part of this whole issue. Like you were part of it. Like she wouldn't have even maybe not have even been here tonight, if not for
That
what
makes
you've done.
Yeah.
Guilty for sure.
Okay.
And you manage to get her out on the street, and you all arrive outside, and the building just collapses in on itself as you look up and see police just stunned and news reporters with cameras flashing.
I don't think we've addressed this, but do we both have gloves on?
I've wondered about that, actually, since we've established it. Are there two pairs of magic gloves? Is the magic split between the two gloves?
You each have one.
You each have one glove?
And each have
Well,
half a
according to the current thing, the gloves get passed down.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because
you
it's
just
part
have
of the
training
magical
gloves.
armor and the magical...
Yeah.
Do you have the magical weapons?
He has the magical
Yeah.
weapon, so he has
So
them.
he has the new
So-
gloves. So the older...
The old one doesn't have the magic of the gloves. He's still super strong.
Maybe he like some of it like wore off at him from wearing them so long, so he's kinda
probably
still super
I mean,
strong.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like having a bullet case Sam. Like he's still super
Yeah.
strong. The thing is, like he probably
Isn't as...
like
Sorry.
things in the world that could that have like
You're still
if your
Thor, you
weapon-
just don't have Mjolnir.
Yeah, it's like you need a magic weapon to get through this like defense. Nah,
Yeah.
Okay, but I imagine he still has his, like, fake
Maybe,
magic
maybe
weapon.
it is like Mjolnir.
With-
Well, he just has
Maybe
gloves.
salty
Yeah.
slime is salty.
they're
because he
still
did
they're
something
probably
he
a part of
deserved.
like a little bit of his magic. So yeah,
Yeah.
they're still there. But you have the real golden gloves.
Okay.
So yeah, I just say you guys are all standing there, and we get this like wide shot of all of you taking a breath and looking up, and we see you standing there, right in the middle, golden glove with the bronze era over his shoulder, bleeding all over him. We have
My-
meteorite
Eyes,
with,
like with the white
a look
eyes,
of
just-
horror on his face, as bruised and scraped hostages are like scrambling away from you. Nazgrim throws White Skull onto the floor, and you've got Imp. And that's like the splash scene we see, like that big panel of all of you. Okay, so real quick. Oh, Kid Katie still has the gun. Mm-hmm. But no one picked up the briefcase. It was left inside.
I thought.
You knocked it out of his hands. Did you keep it?
Well, I was gonna ask
Figured
the
Nazgrim had it,
take
but I guess not.
away is very loose,
It is.
and it doesn't necessarily mean And in my mind, the way that I had described all of these moves, I was not the one designated to pick them up.
Okay, so I don't think anyone picked up the briefcase. It still remains behind.
The only person that I would say could have had a chance was him because I grabbed him and slammed him in the air. But right after that, I rushed off to save
Well,
the
Nazi helped you with it.
hostages. Well, that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
the only person in the situation,
Yeah.
but
So I think then, what do you do looking at all this?
I point to the nearest paramedic. I go, "What the hell are you standing around for? Get them over here. Golden Glove needs attention."
The paramedics, which are currently servicing like the hostages, kind of look up at you. Knowing that, do you still want to yell at them?
I feel like yeah.
protect the legacy.
I want you to provoke.
So the cops aren't going to try to arrest me, right? They're just.
Lawrence. He laid it.
It was like a moment of pointing guns at me.
Oh,
And then
now
not.
you're just a jackass.
But you get to mark potential.
You do.
I do too, right? Oh no, that wasn't a miss, right? Come on. No, dang it. Should just died.
The paramedics sort of look at you, and then they go, "These people are mortal. You superheroes can go find your own help. You've caused enough damage for tonight." And they go back, and like behind you is the smoldering wreck of the bank. And with that, I think they're gonna shift your savior down and your danger up.
I want to turn in. I want to turn an imp, but I also want to pierce her mask.
Your unconscious mask?
Well, I'm assuming she might be coming back.
Check her body for stuff.
So you
She's
can
only
see
wearing a leotard.
You can see like two
Exactly.
Aegis riot vans pulling in, and like the Aegis agents in their like military, or like high grade military armor, getting out with rifles and stuff, and they're sort of stomping in your direction. Yeah, at this point, like she like kind of wakes up and she looks up at you, and she looks around, sees the burning building. Goes, "You saved me."
Damn right. Crazy bitch.
Love that.
Damn
okay,
it, I should've
so yeah, pierce her mask. Oh, damn.
Shizzle.
I did it.
I couldn't have done that.
I got 12.
Just a jack.
So I get to ask 3.
Yeah.
I'll ask, how could I get your character to tell me what your plans were?
Wouldn't that be what are you really planning?
I guess, but it's like over now, so I don't know if it's like. But if that's the same, then I'll ask
How can I
that.
get your character to open up to me? I think is what you're asking.
Well, I just wanted to know what their plan was. Like, why were they here?
Yeah, well, that's you're
So
not gonna be
that's-
able to tell that from
What
just
was
looking
what
at
was in the
them.
briefcase?
Yeah, so I get what you mean. Definitely. What you're saying makes sense. How can I get you to tell me what you wanted? Get the sense that she kind of is worriedly eyeing the Aegis agents approaching, and you think that like she's really terrified of them. So maybe if you didn't turn her over, she might be more willing to talk.
Well, I still have 2 more questions, so I'll this one. How can I gain influence over you? Is this all?
Let her go.
Yeah, damn it. And the third one is, what do you tell?
No, not let her go. I think let her go, yeah, but in a broader sense,
Like get her out of the trouble she's in right now.
not like
Right.
not get her out of the trouble she's in right now. How could you gain influence over her? Having seen that like darkness inside of her, that like emotional cloud she has going.
Can I clear it? Or part of it? Would that help?
I don't think your powers are so much in a way that you could like snap your fingers
Oh,
and
no.
cure depression.
But I mean, like by saving
help.
her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
From the building, even?
Like,
that she
I
maybe
think
forgives me for what
I
happened?
think you could get influence over her by helping her through this, potentially.
Through...
Through, like you saw all those dark, horrible emotions in her head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you helped her through those, that would probably get you some influence over her.
Okay. So those two, and then, what are you really planning? Okay, so I want to gain influence. I want to know what she was doing, and then I want to gain influence over her.
So it was, how can I get your character to tell me what your plan was? Mm-hmm. How do I gain influence over you, and what are you really planning?
Yeah.
Okay. What she's really planning on doing is running.
Well, okay, I knew that, but I meant... I guess that doesn't matter. I'm trying to...
So, like, yeah. So
I'm trying to map this in my head, because I want to talk her through it and get influence over her, and then I want to use that... Can I use that on her? Right away?
You can do that later.
I think that's
you can do
more
right now
of a-
with the SWAT team approaching.
Yeah.
You have to
Well,
let
I
it go.
basically
This is
just
like
want to
your
say, like,
instant.
don't, like, work with White Skull, like, ever.
Don't do drugs.
Like, just...
Stay in school.
I don't want her to be part of that anymore, if that makes sense. I want to use
Okay.
my influence to do that, and I feel like it wouldn't take that long.
Do you already have influence over her?
Well, I want to get influence over her,
Okay,
so I have to
think
either
the
roll...
getting influence over her thing right now, like the thing I give you is more of like a long term, a way to get influence over her. What is she really planning on doing? Like I say with that one, like she eyes the approaching agents, and you feel like her skin start to tingle, and you smell like brimstone,
Okay, right now.
which is like the indication she's about to jump. And then how could I get your character to tell me what you were planning? Was like, don't turn me in. Basically, it was sort of like a reach out to me kind of thing. Like,
Okay.
Like maybe we can talk. So I guess what I'm saying with that
I guess I could...
is
So I feel that, and maybe when I start feeling it, I just
you let her go. So you like let her go, and in that instant, like she just stares into your eyes, and then there is a flash, and she's gone. No, but you're gonna talk to her, and we'll see if that you do get it.
Do I see that happen?
Yeah, I think you do. I don't think you're actually. Do you get influence? I think you would get influence over her for that.
Does she
because
care about what you have to say
after
afterwards?
that, like after that moment where you looked into each other and like she know you reached out and touched her mind. Yeah, totally. You have influence.
You let your prey get away.
You let your prey get away.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
as you like force.
I have
White Skull over.
I'm standing on top of him right now. I have 1 foot on top of White Skull while he's disabled on the ground.
The Aegis agents pick him up, and he through his broken voice modulators. This isn't over, alien. You're going down. And they say, "Shut up." Outside. An Aegis like agent, one not in like armor, just in like a black suit, walks forward. And he looks down at Kid Katie. And he says, "We'll be taking that." And he motions to the handgun.
shake his hand.
The weapon, ma'am.
What weapon?
One in your hand.
This weapon?
I'm not afraid to detain you.
Give him the...
He snatches it out of your hand. He about face.
I'm gonna, so while all this is going on, though, I'm probably just the reality of what I did with my powers probably starts to sit in.
As it's sitting in, totally
Like-
Eli Whack. You can
Yeah.
hear him as he's like, the collateral
just like-
damage that has been caused here tonight is far greater than that we've seen in recent weeks. The entirety of the bank has collapsed. Multiple police cars are damaged, and several civilians are hurt. But who is truly to blame? The robbers seemed willing to negotiate for the safe release of hostages. It wasn't until our young heroes, led by the Bronze Era Golden Glove, arrived on the scene that the collateral damage spiked. Today, we experience much loss. Loss that possibly could have been prevented if not for the rash actions of those such as Meteorite and the young Golden Glove.
And
And he's... I think you already had enough shift, but I'm just going to straight up mark a condition on you both.
okay.
Oh, fuck.
I'm just... Because I can do that. I'm going to mark guilty on both of you. Are you still guilty, Robert?
No, I wasn't guilty.
Tom was guilty for a little bit.
I'm guilty.
Tom's pretty much.
And afraid and
It
hopeless.
seems that Theo Morel is always guilty.
Guilty.
That's kind of goes hand in hand
Insecure.
with Janice.
Yeah, he's constantly insecure and guilty, just like doubting himself.
Yep. I'm gonna like look for Mr. Lin, like see that maybe
You see him sitting on a gurney.
like just looking
like,
at me.
He's got like a broken arm, and he looks over at you, and he just stares.
And yeah, and I'm just like one of those moments where it's just like in my head, just everything's just sinking in, and like the only solution I think Theo would know at this moment is to do what he always does, and just
Run.
yeah. And just
Do you want to pierce his mask before you do?
Yeah, totally. Like that exchange
I
of
figured you
looks,
did.
like
that
just
exchange of looks is very much a.
like because I know, like I'm like
It's not just you
Yeah.
piercing his mask. He's totally piercing yours at that moment as well.
and, cool. I get a 7. So
You managed to
ask-
glean something from
one.
the stony, stoic face of the district attorney.
You know, it'd be really funny. What do you want me to do? Before I leave or whatever, yeah, like just
What? So
like
you
like I'm trying to look at him like, fuck, what do you want me to do?
the look you exchange.
Because I'm like looking for guidance or something. Yeah, I think that fits my character. I don't think he'd have a moment to really think about anything else.
He sees that look in your eye, that like look of worry on your mask, and he just gives a slow blink and a nod.
And then I run away back to his house.
Shit. I totally love that. Like that's how you leave. Just that whole like some people just like fly away or whatever, but for you like all the energy is so sudden that it's just like and you're gone. And then you land somewhere else and continue doing it.
Yep.
Okay. You've left the scene. And he's loaded into like an ambulance, and like we get this like view of him like in the ambulance as you are staring back at him, and that's when you
Yep. Okay, first I gotta explain to his daughter what I was doing, and then I gotta explain to him what I was doing.
God. So Nazgrim, the agents, as they take White Skull away from you, they kind of look at you, and like they're trying to move him, but his armor's like totally locked up, and you hear one of them. He's like, military grade tech seized up by what? I don't know. We'll study it back at the lab as they take him away. Crap. At this point, Golden Glove, the other Golden Glove, he reaches down into his shorts, and he pulls out something, and he hands it to you, and it's like a little beacon, and he says, follow this, and like it's like a little like GPS.
Okay. I grab it and I look into his eyes and I go, "It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay."
He's like, damn it, I know it's gonna be okay, just get me there.
You got it. You're fucking
the
tough.
same
You got moxie.
Stuff, you got Moxie, using bullet case Sam's words against him. So I think you follow where it leads you, and it leads you to this like safe house.
Awesome.
And we're gonna like, so Kid Katie just go home afterward?
Why do I want to clear a condition?
Okay.
So if I want to clear my hopeless, fling yourself into easy relief.
So we see Theo dive away, and you drag Bronze off into the crowd. What do you two do? And you want to fling yourself into easy relief.
Oh God!
Does that involve Nazi, or does that not involve Nazi?
Maybe it does.
I don't want to, but it would make sense.
Jesus. Come here, boy toy.
One of the final scenes we see in this comic is you guys dragging you jumping away, you dragging him off through the crowd, and then these two staring at each other as like the blue and red police sirens go.
Maybe at the back of an ambulance after they've like patched us up. Not in that, but you know, the classic like she's sitting on the outside of an ambulance.
Okay, yeah, I'm cool with that. Like after they patch up all the civilians, they'll get to you. And are you still Nazgrim, or do you like sneak off and turn into
I guess I'll
Gunter
sneak
or
off, yeah.
whoever you are?
Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Okay.
All right. You
I'm
switch
gonna
back into your, and you fight your way through the crowd back to her. So we see them take like Kid Katie over to an ambulance, and they're like swabbing some of your cuts and bruises with cotton ball, and then you just fly off, and then Gunter pushes his way through the crowd. You're Gunter now.
All right, sure.
Because you have
Grim.
that weirdly... Grim. It's true. That's right, you're Grim. Sorry. Grim and his terrible German accent. It's beautiful in every way. So Grim walks up to the ambulance, and they kind of like push you back, and you're like...
I need to get to her.
And then in typical, movie fashion, whatever, they let you by for some reason.
All right. It's a
I
young
let
kid.
them-
Yeah, you make them use the emotion control, like, oh, yeah, he's cool. The apathy. So you get up to Kid Katie. And now for some reason you're totally alone. 'Cause, just like every movie.
You did good in the fight today.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, you're welcome. It was very clever what you did.
No, it wasn't. It was stupid. I act tough a lot of the time, and I think I'm so smart, but I do such stupid things. And it's like I don't even know who I am anymore. Do you know who I am? Or who do you think I should be? I try not to be the savior, but I don't know.
I think you're very strong, and you're very independent. That is why I follow you. And that is why I believe in the human spirit.
Did I give him a kiss?
Oh.
Aw. You did it. I think it's a little more than
trying
a
to
kiss.
keep it under wraps.
To clear guilty, I think it's a little... Or not to clear...
I mean, it's not much more than a kiss. Maybe like...
little make out
Make-out.
sesh.
Yeah, like a little makeout session.
The lizard tongue.
You guys got it.
Like, wait a minute, I regret this instantly.
Or maybe she
Okay,
doesn't.
so you can cure your thing with that.
I think it's hopeless.
Hopeless, yeah. And you also how does that team
I
move?
shared a vulnerability, and then I asked him who they'd like me to be. So mark potential if you show them that person. But
So he said you're a strong leader. I think he was telling you, be savior. And do you reciprocate that? Like, do you show, I'll do it, I'll be savior? Or do you reject that?
I think I rejected it.
Okay. So what happens when you reject it? Nothing?
I made out with him. I didn't really want to. I don't think that was the right choice.
Okay.
I think by doing that, it was more selfish than anything.
I see your thing. I just want to make sure I get your team moved.
But I think he shifts my labels, right?
If you show them that person, and you ask them who they'd like to be, mark potential if you show them that person. If they're a teammate, add a team to the team pool no matter what. So the team pool gets an addition, but you don't mark potential because you just shut him up by making out with him instead of actually showing him you're ready to be that savior.
Shut up here and kiss me.
Yeah? Shut up and kiss me. Okay, cool. I like that as a good ending spot. I like that for the final panel of that issue.
Come
At the
back
end of the
up.
session, at the end of every session, choose one. Grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, grow away from the team. Kid Katie, what did you get? Closer to the team, into your own image of yourself, or away from the team? I mean, you certainly grew closer to one member of the team.
Maybe closer to the image of myself. Even
Okay.
though I'm confused, I think it's closer to maybe who I am.
Explain how you see yourself and why. Shift one label up and another down.
I want to shift my mundane down
Okay.
and my freak up.
Okay. And why? How do you see yourself now?
More, just different. Like more capable of using my powers in different ways.
Okay.
I definitely don't think I'm like an ordinary person.
Okay. Nazgrim?
I think you grew closer to the team,
Okay.
fighting alongside him and stuff.
Who made you feel welcome? Give influence to that character and clear a condition of arc potential.
I think Katie made him feel pretty welcome.
Yeah, I think Kid Katie made you feel
But
pretty...
she already has influence over
This
me.
made you feel real well.
I get to shift your
Then
labels.
she gets to shift your labels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does she lose the influence? Do you have to do that?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Shift those.
Give influence to that character and clear a condition or mark potential. So you can clear a condition or mark potential.
Maybe shift your superior up. Can it go up anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, superior up, and freak down.
Keep moving my freak down.
Yeah, does that make sense?
I was gonna say maybe save you up from protecting you, but what were you saying superior?
Superior, because now it's like you kind of like it did all these things. Like I'm
Okay.
pretty
Yeah.
capable.
And then freak down because
Because now you feel kind of like one of us, or is that made up?
human making out. I've experienced the first step of their mating ritual.
Well, like closer to the team also, and then also
On.
yeah,
To step 2.
then profit.
then profit. All right, Theo.
I think I grew away from the team
Yeah, I think you did too. Why do you feel detached?
because I don't think any of them really understand what I struggle with as far as my identities. He has a legacy that he can turn to anyone he wants to. She's always herself, and he backs her up unloyally, and they're poking at me. And then tonight's mission was definitely like very much. I had my own agendas, so I think
Yeah.
in general he was just like not about
So
that.
take influence over you away from another character.
I'm gonna take influence away from Kid Katie. Oh no, I think yeah. She doesn't have that.
And Golden Glove. Arthur Rose, what do you feel? Do you grow closer to the team, away from the team, or grow into your own image of yourself? I think tonight was pretty
Away from
tumultuous
the
for
team.
everybody. Yeah, away from the team.
Away from the team.
I said own image.
I thought you could do image too.
Yeah. Why are you growing away from the team? Why do you feel detached?
I feel attached because I couldn't help my team. And if I couldn't help my friends, or really even the Golden Glove before me, how am I supposed to live up to that legacy? How am I supposed to be the Golden Glove?
So you're saying
and so I'd rather not have them around.
You feel detached because you don't think you can protect them, and you think that you don't want to put them in a position to have to rely on you.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, plus you
Take
tried
influence
defending
over
me,
you
I still
away
got
from another
shot.
character.
Yeah.
What?
Take influence over you away from another character. Who has influence over you right now?
I do.
I do as well.
Katie and Theo. Unfortunately, it's probably going to have to be Theo. Because the plan was to meet at the back.
Yeah, and I also like the idea that you're like, I don't want to put them in a position where they're going to rely on me for protection.
Yeah,
and
and-
Theo is this hot-headed danger freak who runs in. Like, if I'm around, he's going to expect me to protect him, and I don't think I can. Because he seems like Theo has a bigger penchant for danger than even the Golden Glove. He's diving right in time and time again, so... cool. Alrighty.
Do I mark potential as well, or no?
No, you don't. Don't mark potential for that one. Alrighty, we're gonna end there.
Thank you for listening, minions. This is Nazgrim, the Bloodscale Clan, come to inform you about our podcast. We release new episodes every other Tuesday, and we also have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account you can use to keep in touch with us. Don't forget to use our hashtags, NOAR Podcast, on Twitter for a chance to have your names as characters in our podcast. If you like what we do, consider joining Patreon, as any loyal minion would, and you can get rewards